Okay. This isn't going well. Or maybe it is. I can't tell. Yeah, can people hear me? Okay, right. Born in private chat says that says they can hear me, so yeah, okay. Fair enough, thank you.
You are welcome.
Yeah, it was a rough
Hello.
start because like, yeah, the music was almost perfectly timed and I was like I took too long to press the button.
That's all right.
Hmm. Oh well. Uh let's first of all say hello to the chat. Be
Welcome to the
very,
Be Quiet
very
stream.
yeah. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Not
Yeah.
all types of rabbits, right?
I don't think Elmer Fudd ever specifies whether or not he has a select type of rabbits that he tends to prefer. I don't think that's ever clarified in the Looney Tunes, to my knowledge. But anyway, hmm. I got cough syrup today. I clearly need another dose. Right, who else? We got.
We've got Eli as well.
We do, yes.
We have Vin.
Procrastinate doesn't say. I feel like Christmas is tomorrow.
It isn't for me.
Well,
It's
yeah,
Christmas
I was
Eve,
gonna say.
here.
I don't think it's well, it's not even Christmas Eve for me. It's December 23rd for me.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
Eve.
yeah, exactly.
That's me. Yeah,
So
23rd here. But Eli is it's
in
morning for
Australia,
her.
so yeah,
And there's
yeah,
also
precisely.
Dot's Imes as well.
Yep. One
Dot's
of the
Imes?
yeah, pretty sure it's Dot Siamese
Oh,
because
Dot Siamese.
I'm pretty sure this person's YouTube account is just Siamese. And yeah,
Okay.
as of yesterday, apparently Beanie Boys followers started calling me JB Trappy. I don't know where that came from. Maybe they're still hung up on the whole diss track thing that happens. No idea.
Oh, goody. Well, I must say, Jacob, your
Hmm?
thumbnail, I must say, your aunt has a striking resemblance to one default girl, I must say.
Yeah, so striking. In fact, that's
Oh, you've lost your screen share.
I know. I'm switching it over because I realized that if I'm not on entire screen mode, that people can't actually see well they can't actually see like the proper like Vegas experience. Because like here, for example, I selected this so and like if I'm gonna be working almost exclusively with this pad here today, so probably um need to make sure that that's visible.
Hey, we all have default girl aunt. That's true, Vin, that's true.
Oh, I just realized that means I can't put chat on screen. I'll
Yeah,
bring up the
that's
screen on
why
my end.
that's also partially why I'm here as well, so that I can be the one to address chat while you do your thing. I can just read them out for you.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. That works.
Can we get should we get some tunes on maybe?
Um, well,
Oh, wow.
I got the
That's some
shuffle
very
over
nice
already.
tunes. Very nice
Yeah,
tunes.
go. Yeah, we just established the difficulty of shuffling over, and now I'm shuffling again immediately. I mean, sure, let's get some tunes in. Let's see. The problem with like the Chris Geddes places, they all have like such long names that and if you hover them, it doesn't appear. So I don't
Oh, that's
actually know
annoying.
which one I'm selecting unless I remember which file it was, and I can count them all. So I'm pretty sure this is Across the Desert. So let's play that one,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
also turn it down a little
Here's
bit.
what's a little oh, it's loud. That's good. Beauty. Is that alright, chat? Hopefully. Wait for the response.
Let's see what they think. Most of mine are default, but you get that one really cool aunt. They sneak out the house, go do dirt in the parking lot.
I do
Very
not have an
specific.
aunt like I do not have an aunt like that, I'll be honest. We good? Awesome.
I mean, the aunt in question, as far as I'm concerned, is actually a very speedy driver. Not so much
Oh.
in the donuts department, but just in general.
Is she feared on the streets of London?
Well, she's feared the streets near London, that's for sure.
It's her! Run!
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't want to ever make it in time.
Oh god. Well, that's a morbid
Well, I mean,
way
she's
to
in a
kick off
car,
the
so,
conversation.
you know.
Most of my aunts are spread across the country, huh? That's fair, I guess, but not even entirely sure, like, how big Australia is. Like, I don't even know. Because I think of places near Canada that, like, I assume it's, like, as big as PEI, but it's so not. It's, like, 30 times that big. Never been to Australia, anyway.
What does PEI stand for again?
Prince Edward Islands.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it might just be singular island. Oh god, I'm failing Canada. I thought it was... Okay, now I can't. It's singular, never mind. Prince Edward Island. Singular. Not plural. I failed. I'm sorry, Canadian ancestors. Australia is, I think, the same size as the US, just with way less people. Huh. Wow. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. But yeah, definitely with way less people and a lot, probably because you have a lot of dangerous animals over where you are.
And lots of desert, which to be fair, the US also has.
Oh yeah,
so
desert,
I guess that
yeah.
kind of like evens out.
Yeah. Yeah,
I say that with, you know, to have my limited knowledge of Australia, despite the fact that I once won a trivia quiz about Australia, hosted by Eli. Yeah, see, the thing is, there was a very obvious loophole to exploit, which meant that I was almost a guaranteed victory because I worked it out. It was all to do with true or false questions.
Oh, okay, well,
And-
come on. You have like a 50-50 whether even like if you don't know, like.
Yes, but not only that, but also the quiz worked on, because it was done through like YouTube live chat, the quiz worked on whoever answered the question first. Meaning that say for example somebody just randomly says like true or false, and they happen to have like typed that in before the question is displayed and then post it, you know, accounting for the stream delay, then that person, you know, has the 50% chance of getting the results, and no one else does, except the second person should that person be wrong. So that's how I won.
I don't think you should be bragging about your victory. It doesn't sound like a very fair victory to me, I'll be honest.
Well, it sounds like a victory that anyone could have achieved if they put those pieces in together the same way that I did, which they did not. Speaking of putting pieces together, I'm trying to find where I've put my gotcha mouths, because I had the Amish Mouse lip flaps somewhere, and I forgot where they were.
Yeah, you got a lot of files there.
Yeah.
So Jacob is a confirmed true-false button masher? I believe so, yes.
At least for that one quiz I was.
It's
See,
like...
the thing is, if the quiz hadn't worked on, like, you know, on, like, the first person responding getting the point, that the whole strategy would have been like, thrown out.
True.
It's only because of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
because...
gonna search for...
my extended family and I, we all have our Christmas celebration the day before, which is tomorrow. The day before Christmas, which is tomorrow. So I'm going to be heading north to go visit them. Which is nice. And Jacob, you recently flew home, right? Like 2 days ago? Or yesterday?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
2 days
No,
ago.
2 years ago.
And he's currently dying, as most people are these days. But yeah, you had mentioned that perhaps our topic could be about the upcoming award ceremony that has nothing to do with Christmas.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because last time the like announcements that especially like, on my end specifically was a tad clumsy. So yeah, the idea was to you know, clarify the points and actually once again appeal for if anyone else wants to be a judge, because essentially like we opened that up this year, so it wasn't just me, and yet only Bon has volunteered as of right now. In fact, I think the community post hasn't it garnered some like some likes, but no one actually responded to it and saying that they wanted to apply. So not much could be done with that.
Well, you could just pull a majesty and recruit them unwillingly.
Yeah, but do I really want to do that?
Of course you do. I only remember that Australia quiz cause that same stream was where Miss You Know Who gave me pretty cure elemental. All right. We have
Oh,
Eli
was that Ghost
said,
Kitty who said that?
Ghost Kitty said that, yes. Eli says we have Christmas at our house on Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day we get to go to our granny's house. Nice. Vin says, guys, you should obviously let me judge. I don't know, Vin. I don't know about that one. You are very, very new. You can be in the voting, but probably not the nominations, because you've been here for like a fifth of the year.
I mean, yeah. See, the thing is that if you were to be a judge, like the requirement would be to like, because the judge are the ones that like present the nominations forward, and then like the crowd gets to vote on them. That's what I didn't make clear last time. And if that's the case, then that means that you have basically an entire year's like back catalog worth of gacha videos for your consideration for nominations.
Yeah, it's a big job, I will say that, but it's nice to go back and review all the stuff that we've watched over the years. It's nice, or over the year, singular.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because I remember last year when the Jacobs had its debut, a lot of stuff was getting like voted many times, like nominated many times for several categories, and the same thing happened this time, just not as frequently. I tried my best to nominate a variety of things so that it wasn't just the same thing over and over and over again. So, but like there were some that I just had no idea. I never understood what the Rabbit's Hole was or Unbounded was, and Unbounded I found out, but not the Rabbit's Hole.
Was Rabbit's Hole this year?
No, it was last year. It was
I was
last
gonna say,
year.
I felt like so long ago, yeah.
Because it was nominated last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Eli asks, "What do you do as a judge?" It's quite simple. A lot of the judges' work happens before the Jacobs, specifically in this period right now. Should you volunteer yourself to become a judge, Jacob or I will give you access to a document with all the categories. You pick a color and nominate who you think should win or fit the category. Maybe like I've done like 3 to 5 per category. It depends, because some are harder than others. And then I believe those nominations just get presented on the day of the Jacobs, and everyone votes. You cannot nominate yourself. Well, I mean, I certainly didn't. However, I feel like other judges can nominate. Judges can nominate other judges, because I did nominate Eli, and yeah.
Well, so is that suggesting that Eli is a judge now?
Well, she was asking, but I was just giving an example.
Okay, so again, I can't see chat, so I missed that. Yeah.
Sorry, I will try to do better. Vin says, "Hey, it's hard to express sarcasm through a chat. That was extremely sarcastic." Well, typically the chat tends to put things like /J or /SAR at the end if they're trying to express sarcasm.
That actually varies from person to person. Not everyone is versed in tone indicators, nor are they willing to use them.
Oh. I stand corrected.
Well, it's definitely not a thing that I have enforced universally.
I didn't see it as an enforcement. I just assumed it was something to easily get the message across so we can avoid misunderstandings.
I mean, that's the point of their creation, but not everyone is either aware of that, or I guess. I guess views it as necessary. It depends. It does, because things like sarcasm, yeah, that can be lost. A lot of tonal stuff actually can be resolved with punctuation. That's why I don't tend to use them in Discord and stuff like that. Well, it's not like KW saying stuff like that. Rubbing off on me. But
yeah, but for some people, especially in the younger Even punctuation can be off-putting.
Yeah, because they refuse to use it themselves. I mean, it's taught in
No,
school for a
it's just
reason, so...
not quite used to that sort of professional conversation, I guess.
Well, yeah, because they refuse to apply what's, like, taught to them in school for the reason it's taught to them.
Eli says, I am nominating you then. I don't know what the categories are. So, we can start with, I'd like to be a judge, like...
Yeah, we have a document that outlines all the categories, and also the community post, I think, also listed all of them.
Yes. Well, most of them. I think you added some stuff since then, right?
I might have done.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what was it? There was like best. I feel like best editing was new because I didn't put anything in there until recently. There's another one.
Yeah.
There was another
Yeah.
one that you literally said was new. Yes, most evolved, most improved creator.
I think those are the only two that I've added since.
Not cinematography?
Oh,
Oh
okay,
no,
fine.
no, definitely not. Oh, maybe. Yes, you did. You did add that one later.
For some reason I thought that was already there, but maybe I added that at an earlier point that wasn't the later. There was still a later point that you hadn't seen. It was early for me, later for you. Maybe. I have no idea.
Yeah, you added those categories and didn't tell me. I like joined later and I'm like, why are there 3 new categories?
Yeah,
I have more work to
depending on when I did that, I might have done that like right before I left to go somewhere else potentially.
Yeah.
So I apologize for that. But those are the only things that I thought to include aside from what we had already.
Yeah, it was really funny because once I saw that you posted that community post, like saying like, yeah, change of plans. Whoever wants to be a judge, document. But I like hopped on the document to check things out, and you were just like there, and I'm like, what? And we like joined at the same time. It was the weirdest thing because your Discord said that you were offline, but then as soon as I joined it, it was suddenly online. And I tried to message you about that, and you didn't respond. So I'm like, oh my god, this is so bizarre. Vin says, let me use my semicolon normally. It feels right to be doing this. Sorry. Maybe I should reread that. Vin says, yeah, let me use my semicolon normally. Insert semicolon. It feels right to be doing this. Stream ends when we wake the ant. Says Vin. Ghost Kitty says, by the way, I had a funny coincidence recently. I got to open one Christmas present early, and it was some cat ear headphones, and they look identical to the ones in my profile picture. That is weird.
I mean, that might not have been a coincidence. That might have been.
Oh my god, it's your aunt!
Family. I was gonna say someone in your family has like, been watching your videos and knows exactly what to get you.
It's your aunt. What's she doing there? Why is she sleeping on the ground?
The bed was too noisy. I guess I gotta remake. I had a different mouth because I've. Oh wait, actually, no, I can use one of the other mouths.
Elphaba.
I'll do that later. Because I was gonna say I'm missing an angry mouth here, so I need to remake it. But actually, I realized that I want a different one first, and then build into it. Because to be honest, most of my emotion portrayal in gacha comes from the same 7 to 10 mouth poses. Which just as well the animated mouths actually do actually are versatile enough to support that. That's not really that's not a guarantee. And now here comes my real issue, because normally when I do this kind of thing, I actually zoom in so I can really pinpoint them. But actually, I zoom in by scrolling on a mouse, which for some reason, even though I'm pretty sure I packed it, I don't have with me. So
your mouse?
I can't find it. Yes, which means that I don't have an easy way to zoom in unless I'll have to look up a keyboard shortcut. Which I will do on my phone.
Ghost Kitty says, I mean, I told my mom I wanted cat headphones, but I didn't specify that they had to be black. I think. I don't know. I have a bad memory. Well, that's a
Well,
sentence.
again, depending on if you're if your mom knows your channel.
Eli has a question for you. Also, Jacob, for my singing, should I just send you the audio or would you prefer I make a video of me performing?
I prefer you make a video of you performing, please, because I don't have time to edit that myself.
Well, what's this for, Jacob?
Well, I mean, not for audio processing, that's for sure. That's the one thing I don't tend to do in company of others.
Eli says, "Okie dokie." That's something I would say.
See, I've stolen KW's catchphrase, and you've stolen Eli's. We're speaking of KW. Actually, I've got something to show her for later, which I will just I'll serve the stream right now, because I'm not sure if she's going to be here, obviously, because she did say that her last free day was on Wednesday, so I don't know. She might miss this entirely.
On Christmas Day?
No, last Wednesday. Her last free day
Wednesday.
was Wednesday. Yeah. So I'll just show this. So I ordered a package, I think maybe October, and obviously I thought it said it was going to come in December time, so I sent it to this address instead of the one in Spain, and today Mom said, by the way, did you see the package that was that was waiting for you? Have you dealt with that? It's like, what? No, because it was it was it was on a pile of other stuff that had also been moved from where it used to be in my room. So of course I wasn't going to notice it, but it was pointed out, so then I opened it and I realized what was inside.
Oh,
whoops! Didn't mean to do that. I meant to press this button.
You scared the crap out of me. Like, I'm alone. Help.
While I'm here, I'm also going to I'm also going to put the sound off for now. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
What's he got, chat? What is it?
In death we are one.
Oh.
In death we are strong.
No.
In death we are the Hulk
No! Oh my god, KW's gonna freak out.
Legion. I have attained the physical form to join you in the mortal realm once more.
D&D gods, please don't turn me into a marketable plushie.
Oh my goodness.
So funny.
Yeah,
Is that official?
Oh yeah, it's official. Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas. Your worst nightmare has appeared.
Yeah. Oh, only 4,395 made. That's very specific. But there you go.
Congratulations.
All right.
That
I'll
is
put him in
so
his bag
funny.
for now. I haven't looked at the bag design either, actually. Oh, no, it's just the general makeshift thing. It's not Adventure specific. Fair enough. All right. Well, I'll leave that there where I know where it is now.
It must have been a really nice surprise to see when you got home. You just open the box and the sneer appears on your face. Oh, she's not ready. It's here.
I just have my Grinch moment.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Vince says, Jacob says I must. Oh, you can see. Never mind.
Yeah, I must use my punctuation better to prove I understand the situation. There's a few authority marks. Yeah, I will say that also, especially because a lot of people here are currently in the process of writing scripts or intend to do so at some point, and it is definitely something that especially helps with scripts. Both when it comes to interpreting them from the actors, because I will say that in drama school I was trained to actually recognize different pause levels that you can assign to different punctuation. That's kind of a thing that, yeah.
I never knew that those were the symbols used. Never seen those before.
Oh, well, not these ones specifically, but just in general.
In school, I was taught to make my own like key for scripts. It was bizarre, and I didn't really understand it because it felt quite pointless if other people were going to be reading it.
Yeah, yeah, you would have to like teach them your key or like have that
Right?
like listed
Yeah, it
somewhere.
felt kind of pointless.
Yeah, like that kind of thing sounds like something that like a drama teacher would tell somebody if they've got a copy of a script for themselves, and so that then they can mark it for themselves and no one else has to bother with it. But yeah, if it's meant to be, if it's like a group thing, then
It
yeah,
was a
that
group thing. That
feels
was the weirdest part. Like
yeah that
everyone used that
feels
script. That's
hmm,
that very copy.
yeah,
I
no
don't get
idea.
it.
Yeah, a lot of people like to edit their scripts in in different ways, and usually that's something that I personally avoided, just because it didn't like quite work for me. But I've seen people with like like highlighting their own lines or having like
What?
listed things like objectives and obstacles, but
I've
like just based on
never
like the
done
scenes
that.
themselves. Yeah,
Never done that.
it's one of those things they train you to do here. Like they teach you how to, and then sometimes in examinations you're like required to do that. And but
Yeah.
beyond that, I haven't done it myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the play that I just finished, like, oh god, 3 weeks already? Uh, the play that I finished 3 weeks ago, I had a lot of lines, so I felt like I needed to highlight them just because the script was massive, and I just needed to know where my lines were in certain scenes.
I mean, yeah. Hmm. Oh look, it's Amy from Disco Pops. I'm not sure if you're used to that, but yeah, Johnny sometimes lets his character speak.
Yeah, Vin,
I didn't.
that's a Johnny thing. You you'll
Yeah,
see it a lot more when
I
we're
didn't
back
I
to
didn't
reacting to Disco Pops.
yeah, I didn't even need to do that because like a running gag that somebody like made profiles for some of the Mutant Girl characters and has had them talking in chat. So yeah, someone just did that for me. There you go. Okay. Anyway,
Oh, no, he's gone again! Help! Help! Chat, he's gone! Ding dong! The wicked Butterman is dead! Help! And I see him smiling on the camera on the bottom left. You can't hide from me, Jacob. Get back here, please! Don't just play music, help! Back! Stop laughing! Get back here! Social help! I know that probably goes completely against why I'm here, but it doesn't matter. You're not gonna come back! Jacob! Chat, I can't do this.
I have returned once more.
Back.
Oh wait, okay, now Vin wants to be let in, probably to
Eli, I
alleviate you a little
couldn't.
bit.
Do you want me to send him the link while you keep
Oh,
going?
actually, yeah, that's probably better. Yeah.
Okay. I'll send him the one that is not missing the Y.
Which would be the copy one anyway. I just because I thought I typed something, so I edited that and pressed back on the base. That was what happened.
Oh, okay. Okay, where are you? There you are. Hello, Vin.
Oh yeah, I was looking up how to do the keyboard shortcut thing.
Yes.
I might have to listen to a video tutorial, so yeah, I might have to like deafen myself or or mute so you can
No!
so you two can talk.
Don't do it, Jacob. You saw what happens when I'm in a stream alone. I panic.
Well, the point is that Vin would be here as well.
That kind of makes it worse, I'll be honest.
Well, okay.
I'm scared of him. Anyway.
Well, he's scared of Fred, so just do an impression of that and then you'll be fine.
I can't. That's why I enjoy listening to your impression so much, is because I can't do it.
I mean, I did like invent the voice.
It scratches my brain. It's so bizarre.
I mean, the whole Fred phenomenon is bizarre to me as well, because it's one of those things where where the whole point of Catgirl Island was to like develop the Catgirl characters so they didn't feel so like tacked onto the series.
Yeah, I hopped onto that stream for that one shot, and like the characters are being introduced and everything, and then like you were the first one to be introduced, and just from the void, I hear this sickeningly gravelly voice and this massive burst of pink. I wasn't expecting it.
And this is why I always do a voice for D&D characters.
But I didn't even, like, your range continues to amaze me.
Thanks.
Oh, Ghosty wants to be let in too. Is that allowed?
Yeah. We don't have a person limit for editing streams.
I'm sending it to her then. There you go,
I wanted
Ghosty.
to know once people are here, like Vin, for example, because I can't see. But yeah, hi.
Hello.
Okay, Ghosty, when you're here, just type in private chat, and I will let Jacob know you're here, because he can't see. Ghost Kitty says Jacob sent himself to the gulag. Speaking of which, Bon, remember when you sent me to the gulag during a KW stream? You will never let me live that down, will you?
I always get sent to the gulag at this point.
No, but like GK got sent to like the abyss. Like, oh, Ghosty is here.
Bon,
Okay.
I'm the reason KW calls it the gulag. That's because of me.
Hello.
I think we did that
Hello.
together because I also called it the gulag before she did.
Yeah, and it was
All
purely
right,
because
Finn
she
has
had
arrived.
this thing in which she would just constantly send me out of VC for whatever reason, and it was just, well, okay. I just
That's
gave
because
up at that
Vin.
point.
That's because of Vin. Your power level is too strong. KW can't handle it.
I don't know what you're talking about. My power level is not just too strong; it's extremely weak.
So yeah, we can talk about that if you want, Ghost Kitty. If you like, if you enjoy me talking about how I humiliated myself. if anyone's interested. So yeah, during one of KW's streams, this will actually probably sound familiar to most of you. She was doing, I believe, a Baldur's Gate 3 stream, and that I was just hanging around in. And we were talking about, I believe, our favorite musicals. Now, I naturally said my favorite musical at the time was Les Miserables. That's no longer the case, I don't think. And for some reason, my favorite one isn't coming to mind, which is bizarre. Oh, Moulin Rouge. That's my favorite one. Moulin Rouge, that's it.
Good choice.
You're probably going to shoot me, but my favorite musicals is The Heathers.
I'm not going to shoot you.
I am also not going to shoot you.
But anyway, like, you can see the common theme here. They're both, like, they both have French titles. But anyway. Yes, so... So, when KW read my message... Also, I'm hearing myself echoing on somebody else. I don't know who it is.
I'm not sharing the tab order, so it shouldn't be me.
No, it's not you. I think it's
It might
either
be me.
Vinegar- Yeah, it might be Vinegar Ghosty. Anyway. So when KW read my message out on screen, she did not pronounce Les Miserables the correct way.
Oh no.
Not
even
even
remotely.
close to the correct way. I think it was like... Oh yeah, it was so funny because all I could think was in Canto. She said Les Mirabelles. Les Mirabelles.
Les Mirabelles.
Mirabelles. It was so bad, and like I was absolutely livid. I'm like, say that again, Kiddo. Say that again. She's like, Les Miserables. I'm like, oh my god.
I thought most people say like Les Miserables. That's usually what happens.
Not KW. No. She's
I gave up on
champion.
pronouncing it. I just say Les.
Like, isn't it Les Miserables? Or Les Miserables?
No. Well, I mean, it's I prefer.
Well, that's closer.
Yeah, it is definitely closer. I'm sure I would have let it slide if KW pronounced it like that. However, she did not.
Les, like,
You can imagine.
Les
that my-
Mirabelles.
Sorry, go ahead.
Les Miserables feels like in Les Miserables, with the cast of Encanto.
Yeah,
That
right.
is what Bon said earlier.
That's,
But yeah.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Anyways, so you can imagine how my angry French persona felt about this. I joined stream and I used Ghost Kitty as my hostage because I have mod privileges in KW's live chat. I threatened to send Ghost Kitty to the gulag if KW didn't pronounce it correctly. So naturally, she did not. And I accidentally sent Ghost Kitty to the gulag for 12 hours. It was so bad. And like, I thought I could undo it, but I couldn't. It was so bad. Thankfully, I just like reset it by saying send Ghost Kitty to the gulag for 5 seconds, and it brought her back. But I was really worried I lost her to the back rooms. Anyway,
You
she
got
will
sent to the Shadow Realm.
She never lets me live it down. Ever. Like when we finally like reached in and retrieved Ghost Kitty from the depths, she's like she's like, what the heck, man? I was playing Animal Crossing. She didn't even care. Okay. Catching up with chat. Yeah, Ghost Kitty. Yeah, I was willingly sent into the gulag because I was playing Animal Crossing during the time, which backs up what I said. Eli says Wicked is my favorite musical. That is a lot of people's favorite musical right now. Ghost Kitty says yes.
I mean, okay, that implies it's a recent decision. It might not be.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Eli has seen Wicked 3 times. One was at a local school production. A local school production is crazy. One was on Broadway and one was in Sydney. Wow. So yeah, I guess I'm wrong then. You must really like it if you've seen it 3 different times. Ghost Kitty. And I was just like, oh yay, I'm a sacrifice! And I was just playing Animal Crossing. Nice. Johnny says, I'm trying to think when I want to make my If Johnny Was in the Bunglers video. Yeah.
Oh,
The
I wonder if it took some
you started
inspiration.
trends. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You inspire the masses.
What is the
I
bunglers?
inspired the person I was making slander against.
Well, one of them. He wasn't the only person. Let's be fair.
I am so confused. What is the bunglers?
The Bunglers they're a pop reference, like a super pop reference. They're like the evil henchman-y people of the super pops. Like they're like the antagonists. They're usually the ones stirring up all the mischief and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Although I always get lost with them because like there are some series where like there are like zodiac signs that are bunglers, and there's some where there's like Celestia, I believe, Celestia or something. She's a bungler.
Oh, hey, look,
Dr.
KW's here.
Ruin, Dr. Ruin.
To clarify,
I'm
the
not sure.
bunglers are the canonical villain group from Totally TV.
Yeah.
There are some other groups that have been like formed by some of the other gacha creators, like the Zodiacs, the Star Tribe, etc.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which was canon or not. KW says KW says just wanted to hi and happy holidays.
Okay,
My
before
writer's
you
block is killing me, so hopefully I get it out soon.
See, maybe
KW,
I'm not the one
before
who's
you
using
leave,
for one-
KW, before you leave,
Yeah,
I
KW,
have
don't leave,
something
you
to
gotta
show
stay.
you. Okay.
KW, you must
should join
stay.
screen. Can we get KW to join screen?
Maybe? I don't know. Depends how
please.
much time she's got.
We just need 2 minutes.
See,
Well, yeah, I mean, she did.
maybe
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
I'm
say.
the one using the
Very
pronunciations and the punctuations. KW needs to.
Eli says,
Well,
I think
it's a
I'm the
thing for
only one
everyone,
with
but yeah.
original villain groups, unless you count Troublemaker, but I think she's not in a group. No, KW, I promise, it's really important. It's really
Oh yeah,
important.
I guess yeah. I was including Treat Pop in that regard, but also I guess Treat Pop also used Cloaked Master from you, so I guess yeah. All right then.
There we go.
Like, is it just me, or is Treat Pop lifting details from other series is not that common?
Well, I mean, see, the thing is that actually, well, first of all, the person who lives the most in other series is definitely Johnny, not Treat Pop. But secondly, Treat Pop
You watched
actually,
your own show.
yeah, Treat Pop actually, to her credit, that takes things that are like made available in the server that now exists for the franchise for continuity's sake.
Like, I'm glad they're collaborating on continuity now.
Yeah, exactly.
KW, I sent you the link. Join the stream, please. And thank you.
I mean, if we tell you what it is, then there's no point us showing you, is there?
Yeah. Eli says, not really. Sorry. Johnny says, not really, Eli. Remember the order of doom I made for Eurovision Pops? Eli says, everyone's using my characters. Oh, true. I forgot that.
I'm not surprised. You were kind of like the spiritual leader of the franchise?
Yes, but you are the creator. Well, you are the creator of Earth Pop. Johnny is the creator of Princess Kim.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. Well,
Who?
Who?
neither of those two count as the
see?
villains.
Vin gets it.
Who? Huh? What?
Neither.
Yes.
Okay, neither of those two count as the villains, Bond. So that joke is yeah. Like I get the
I'm
punchline, but
so
the
Oh, we're
setup
confused.
talking
was a
about
bit
villains
like.
specifically. Oh, my mistake.
I'm so
Yeah.
confused. What do you mean by I get it, Bond? What?
You said who? You understand. You understood the assignment. Good job, Vin.
What? What? Huh? What?
Is
Huh?
KW here yet?
Who?
No.
Oh.
KW! I sent you the invite. Join.
I'm
Join, I'm going to T-pose on you.
Oh no, not the T-posing.
Okay, don't join KW. I kind of want to see that.
I've seen Ghosty T-pose before.
I have not seen Ghosty T-pose, and I would also love to see that.
I'm ready with my screenshot. Go, go,
Oh,
go.
here we go,
Ghosty
here we go,
T-pose
here
in-
we go. It's time.
I've seen a T-pose in like a
Let's go.
I've seen a T-pose in like an off-brand Zane hoodie.
Yeah, the Zane Romave, the
Let's
Timu.
go.
Not
That's
the
the
Timu.
photo right there.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
think so. Yeah,
screenshot.
the Timu Zane Romave hoodie. Do you not remember the Timu Zane Romave hoodie?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, we love the Timu Zane Romave hoodie.
Okay.
Unless I'm mistaken and it's not from Timu. Ghosty, the Zane Romave hoodie's from Timu, right?
Like, I have a question. What's more intimidating, a T-pose or an A-pose?
Oh, the O pose, actually.
That's just a terrifying concept.
I think I saw that in Ohio State game once.
I can send you the O pose. No,
I
wait,
have-
I can send you the C pose. That's the scary one.
Well, I don't know. The C pose would require like less contortion, right?
Well, yeah, but I say
So to me,
no,
that's
wait.
less scary.
No,
A
the
pose.
B pose. The B pose is terrifying, especially the capital B pose.
Agreed. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have an image, but it's a screenshot from the Lego Batman movie.
You need to assert your dominance with the
Tenica
T-pose.
didn't make Earth Pop just a real person. That's a pop persona. Oh yeah, that's right. Did you? I guess you decided that persona in question. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all these poses are named after the letter they resemble.
Have you told
that's
the
my-
real
that's
Emma
my
that
vision.
she's a meme yet? You last week touched base. You said you would. Oh wait, hold on. KW's here.
KW's here. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I saw him. Yeah.
Sorry. All right, KW.
My PC is giving me trouble, so I'm on my tablet. So that's
Yeah,
why
I can tell. I remember that old profile picture. That's throwing me back like 3 years.
I just inhaled some blue cheese.
It's
How
it's
do you
throwing, it's throwing
inhale
me.
cheese?
Well, it's throwing me back only a few months because I watched. I think we watched Workhorse this year. I think.
No, I saw that ages ago. Anyway, KW, you might want to turn your face cam on. Jacob will do the same. Trust.
Oh yeah.
We need your reaction.
I
Yeah, face cam's on.
prefer not to be
For the
on.
cause.
Okay,
KW for
fine.
Cause.
Fine. No face cam then.
No face cam.
All
Okay.
right.
Boo.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
here we go.
This will be fine, and honestly, you may change your mind later.
Ghosty, take your headphones off.
I'm
Your
gonna,
best interest.
I'm gonna,
It's in your
I'm gonna
best
take
interest.
mine off too. I'm gonna
It's
take
in your
mine
best
off too.
interest.
I saw
So
what the
I
thing
got
is.
something. Yeah. Well, yeah. I know. Well, yeah. You all. Well, most of you saw it. So I got the. I got this. So basically, it's a package that I like ordered like in October. It was gonna come
You're
to
also
this
dying.
address, and I forgot about it. Well, I didn't forget about it. I didn't know where it was. And this is where it
Right.
was. And
I feel like you
yeah,
guys
here
are
we go.
explaining some evil deeds.
Very evil. Very, very
Well,
evil.
I mean, did somebody say evil deeds? Hello, KW. I have attained the physical form to interact with the mortals on their plane.
Did you seriously buy one of the original Chuckles?
It's original.
Yes, the
I
original
am
one.
I am one of only 4,395. Very specific, but that's what they say. It says on the label, so I'm going with that. I don't know.
That's a pretty good number, though.
I mean, that's
It's the number of
Pretty cool.
members of the Honk Legion. Sorry, can I be gone?
Yeah, apparently the number keeps going up because the party just keeps killing random clowns and jesters.
It's all Gideon. It's always Gideon. Anyways, KW, what were you saying?
That's a pretty good plushie. Not gonna lie. I mean,
Dang, that's
Oh,
interesting.
why, thank you.
Yeah, dang.
Actually, looking at it, the quality of the plush material is actually very high.
It does look
Yeah.
very high quality.
Pinch, pinch. Yeah. Bouncing back quite not
Did
nicely,
you
yeah.
did not just pinch?
You did
chuckle,
not just
you
pinch
shake the
chuckle.
butter.
Fine, I've just done this.
See, that
The
works.
nose feels
God.
different, though. Yeah.
It would be cool if the nose did make a sound when you
Does
honked
the
it.
hat come off?
Oh, no, no.
We
no,
have-
that's why.
Oh, we can't just have him go fully like bald without the hat. Just clean off the top.
I think- Well, no, I think this is meant to be his hair, actually.
Oh, I know, but still, clean off the top.
The hat is where all of the fiendish magic is stored.
That's a good point. That's where he pulls out his gun.
Are you
I
sure?
mean, I think a lot of people, when they bought like Freddy Fazbear from like the first game or whatever, I guess they were all hoping for the nose to honk or whatever. But I'm just like, it's whatever.
Hmm.
It's cute
By the
and
way,
kind
I
of.
I
That's
just
all.
realized, KW, if you had got any of these, you could actually put them in the Pony sequel.
Oh my god. Do not give her that idea.
You do not say that
Do not
name
do
near
that.
my household. You do not speak of that name near my household.
As the proud owner of a Senshi Bunny plush, I'm pretty happy with it.
I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm planning to do it or not. I mean, I'm still.
I understood Senti Bonnie for a second. I thought of like a Sentimonster version of Bonnie.
Oh no, there's a plush company that makes anime and video game related plushies that are very high quality. You know, higher quality than the Funkos they were ripped off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, speaking of bonus, I don't know if I'm going to continue or not. I probably will in the future, but right now, like, I need to work on my writer's block, you know, just because I've been having bad thoughts lately and stuff like that. And just also because ever since I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 3, my brain goes, right Sonic, right Sonic, right Sonic. I'm like, no, I want to go right, but two Misfits.
Honestly,
Like,
at some point, I feel like you would be great to like either run or partaking in a Sonic themed campaign.
I mean, that's
Where,
an future idea.
where all the characters are everyone's Sonic OCs.
Oh my god.
No, but like my brain wants to do something kind of weird where it's like a choose your own like adventure episodic thing where you unlock secrets and lore about my OC or whatever, and depending on what ending you get or whatever, that's her fate or something like that. You know.
Secrets of the Sonic.
Secret of the Sonic.
Why is everyone
Well, I mean,
ripping off
okay,
my
well that
shirt?
depends. Yeah, that depends if like the OC is Katie Black. It could be like just the regular, everyone. I don't know.
Oh,
Sonic Secrets of the Hedge.
right.
See,
I also heard,
over the head.
I also heard you're getting back into Star Stable Online.
Yes, I am. But like I said, and I haven't announced it on YouTube because I was going to wait till like January 1st or something like that. But I have said that after I finish Misfits Book 2, I will be working on that. I've been finding my old like stuff and everything like that, trying to get to work on it as well and stuff. So, but my buyer's frame.
Are we getting Workhorse 3?
No.
Like, I'm surprised. SSO is kind of a hot mess right now.
It's been a mess since the beginning. I don't honestly care.
I don't
I
know
mean,
what half of these words
Given
mean, which is great.
what
This is like a horse game, Vin.
Yeah, given
Horse
what I
game,
have
okay,
seen of like
horse
the
game.
of Workhorse 1 and 2, yeah, like it did seem like a mess, but like a charming mess, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I like it a lot, to be honest. Like, I know some people have like opinions about stuff like that, and
Also,
I'm just like, it's a horse game. Just calm down.
Like, I kind of understand the philosophy of it's a horse game, calm down, but some people have spent a lot of time and money on this horse game.
So have I, and you haven't seen me complaining. Like, I'm just
Not yet. Anyway,
KW, you complain about your own things. Don't worry about it.
I've been complaining about my own thing
Whoa!
because again, bad thoughts. like I keep thinking, oh, I'm a terrible writer, blah 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 blah, and stuff like that. And then I had people like, guys, so you guys think I'm a bad writer? Do you think my book lacks personality or anything? And they're like, no.
Oh yeah, I got yeah, that you sent that
Yeah.
message to me. I remember that.
Oh no, you're not a bad writer. You just have a lot of room for improvement from your first book.
Yeah, of course, obviously, but
Which
you know,
honestly, could I be if you read my first book, all the misfit jokes would like suddenly redirect.
I know, but like I have asked people who have been seeing my progress on the book stuff like that, and seeing like the old stuff, and they're like, "Does anything lack personality?" And a lot of people are telling me, "No, just keep on writing.
Stopping by, Eli.
Ignore the haters, ignore the people who don't understand you, and just keep on writing." Even my uncle, who's a heavy criticizer on like books and movies, stuff like that, were like,
Critic, not
Just
criticizer.
Yeah.
I
I mean, you say ignore the haters. Do you have haters of your writing?
yeah, quite a few, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
Fine.
like the first, like you gotta admit, the first iteration of KW's first book was not good.
Well,
Uh,
there's
I'm
no,
not.
later.
I'm not
but
saying.
that's
I'm not
okay.
saying
It was
was.
improved with the second edit, and it's going to improve in her next book because I've been giving her some tips about how to flower language.
No, yeah, I understand all of that. My point was, I mean, even if someone like reads like bad stuff, they don't necessarily get the haters that go along with that.
yeah, no,
I
like
should
the
know
second-
from like 5 to 6 years of solid garbage on this platform.
Yeah, no.
That I didn't really get any hate comments until the whole Purple Heart 13 scandal, at which point they were warranted. Actually, wait, no, there was the impersonation
what?
before that, but that was like
Yeah,
because I
no,
called
like the
someone out.
second edition,
Mhm.
I think is definitely my best work for lately. Is the first book because if I keep trying to work harder in it, the second book and the third book will never flourish because I will focus on the first book. But my first book with the second edition, my focus was on personality, making character developments and stuff like that, and get a story out there. And now with the second book, there will be more story and more character development and stuff like that. The whole reason why the first book was even short in the first place, like I said in the Q&A, there was just so much like hot garbage, like so much hot garbage. It would have been so bad. So I decided, no, I do not like this. Do not like where the story is going. Let's scrap it, keep the parts that I like and stuff like that, and make improvements on it. And I
Honestly,
also,
already with that, you have a better process than Aiden making Fallen Angel season 1. Because
yeah,
he told me that season 1 was like setting up most of the lore, and then like the rest of it was like the character like living through that. I prefer your method doing it the other way round, actually.
yeah, no, like
I don't know. Fallen Angels also has its fair share of problems, like the philosophy being
Yes, and that was one
downgraded
of
by
them.
set pieces.
no, like my thoughts with like the first book is like just show the world, introduce the characters and stuff like that, and characters' personalities stuff like that, and then when the second book and third book comes to fruition, that's when we get more of like the plot, character development, and stories. Because here's the thing, I always think like the first season or like the first book or anything like that, anything that comes first is going to be not as good. Why? Because it's just getting
Amen.
started. And so, do I think Miss Book 1 is not so great? Yeah, it's not so great, but I'm just starting, and so I'm working hard on it. And so,
Yeah.
And so, like the people were like saying like, "Oh, Lex personality stuff like that." I'm like, okay, well, it's whatever. I don't not really care because if I care about it, it's just going to give me bad thoughts. Like, I am not going to let that bother me. And the fact is that I have other people help me reading my chapters and stuff like that and asking them advice and stuff like that because they're also writers. And they're like, yeah, this is good for a first rough draft. Just add more like details or give me suggestions and stuff like that as well as stuff like that. And I love them so much because it's like, thank you guys. Because there was even one part I was like, okay, does this flow right at all? Even as a rough draft, I know there's gonna be grammar errors and stuff like that. I just need to know this makes sense at all. And they're like, yeah, you just might need to clean it a little more, make it more fine, and add more details and stuff. But like, yeah, it's fine as a rough draft. And I'm like, thank you. And so I am putting a lot of trust in them because they've been helping me over time and stuff like that, And they even like my writing style, apparently. They're like, oh my god, I love your writing style. I'm like, thanks. I'm trying to improve on it to be more professional, but thank you for liking my writing style. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, there's like a balance with like between like things that people do generally to seem like polished and professional versus like not sacrificing like your own unique voice in order to achieve that.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
I honestly do like my writing
Mhm.
style, especially for Misfits, and I'm going to be proud of it. It's not gonna be the greatest story, but it does help me make my dream come true, and that's something important to me, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All the haters gonna hate. Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
just
they
gonna
if they
hate.
exist, I suppose they will. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go and try to, figure out my writer's block. I'm probably just gonna listen to my friend Jr. going like, just write Sonic stuff so they just get out of the way. And I'm like, but, nope.
Ah yes, listen to your friend Junior, who none of us have met before. So introducing him as your friend Junior makes sense.
I just call him my friend. It's because he is, you know.
I know he is, but like, it's just the way that you just, it was like as if we haven't met him before. That's always funny to me.
Is it fair? I'm just used to calling him my friend Junior because,
Yeah.
But yeah, I am going to probably listen to just like write something Sonic stuff so it's gone and out of my head and I can focus on this book too.
All right then.
It's a bit else. I will say it will probably not the greatest thing ever, but you know what? I'm loving where it's going so far, and that's all that matters to me. Because my next books will be focused on more like professional stuff, like getting into stuff like that. But I definitely have to look into that for sure. But I really want to keep Misfits the way it is because it's my first story that I want to share to the world to show that like, hey, this is what I really want to do. This is my dream. And when I prove them wrong. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.
Fair enough. I like us became a KW interview. No way. Just as well she joined the stream. I'm realizing though that I've been approaching this in a way that I don't usually.
Approaching what?
What I used to do on my old computer was that instead of like having like the motion track and doing the angles from here, I actually used to go into the into like the bits themselves, like the actual video event effects, and zoom in and like actually adjust them that way. Reason for that is because I can set the motion track for when I actually have to move the mouse and the character pose moves accordingly. But also because sometimes they like overlap and fade, and I can't do that in motion track as well. Maybe I can actually. Oh no, wait, I can because then it will just rotate. Yeah, no, this should be fine. I'll just keep it like this. This is my process, you see. Where I have no idea what I'm doing either.
Johnny wants to join the stream.
Oh, okay. Do you have his contact, Bon?
Yep.
Or does anyone here? Okay, yeah. All right.
It's been sent,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Johnny should be an expert on this kind of stuff because I mean, essentially, this was like his format that I kind of like adapted. Well, this and Honeycast actually, kind of a mix of both.
I think he wants to talk about his series actually, the if he was in Bungler's thing.
I mean, that makes sense. That's one thing KW didn't account for is the fact that depending on like, you know, levels of writer's block, sometimes we can definitely help. Oh yeah, this mouth is a frowny one, so it's a little bit further down than usual. Okay. Is that larger than normal? I can't tell.
Johnny's here.
Alright, give me a second. It's a little bit too far down. Okay. Hello.
Hey guys. If my voice sounds a bit weird, like I said, I started losing my voice on Wednesday, so bear with me.
It's spreading. Everyone's getting it now.
It's hitting
Yeah.
everybody hard. Mine's been
I'm
going since last
recovering.
Thursday.
Ha 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 ha.
I've been dying since last Thursday.
jinx it.
Oh yeah, don't jinx it. You're gonna go in the hole now.
Well, I'm actually at home.
The hole, dude.
Oh, the hole. I thought you said home.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, I think I did mention in a previous stream that I was gonna make me and the bunglers. I think I just hadn't thought of including you and Jacob and Ebon.
Well,
You guys?
it wasn't-
Did you guys?
That wasn't my intention. Like, that wasn't really what I was asking. You were asking if you're like, if it's okay that your series wasn't voice acted. To which I was asking,
Oh, right,
any of my content is going to be in it, then it's technically part of my extended pop universe. But if it's completely separate and my character of myself and Jacob don't exist in this universe, then it's completely separate from mine.
Oh. Okay, so
That's all I was saying. I
right.
wasn't asking to be in it. I can be in it if you'd like, but that wasn't what I was asking.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, if when I get to it, if you guys want to be in it, it's. I'm just giving you a heads up. It might not be voice acted.
I'm not against the idea.
Because of
Yeah,
my
neither am I.
voice right now.
I have appeared in unvoiced form. Well, actually, first of all, you've put me into things as fitting enough, a judge in different things, but also Ghost Girl was another example where I wasn't voice acting in that one, but I was still a character. So yeah, I'm not
Wait a
against that.
second, how does that
for
work?
any means.
How can you play a character that isn't voice acted?
Well, no, is it like my gacha character was in
Oh,
that?
I understand. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was really confused.
Which is what
for a
Bon is
second.
also asking you, incidentally, whether or not, like, you know, your gacha character not being voiced would be a problem for you.
Well, that's I was asking. Like, that was before I knew that my character was going to be actually in the series. I thought that he was asking because he's making content that is very similar to my video, and that it doesn't follow the same editing style as mine. That's why I thought he was asking. So that's my mistake. If I'm going to be in it and I still don't recall you asking, then yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Also, Vin, I was just asking if we've met before because I think this is the first time we've met.
This would be the first time, yes.
Yeah, so if you don't know, my name's Johnny, and I made disco, ballroom, and Eurovision pops.
I don't think I've shown any of those to him yet. But
I have
will.
no clue
Him.
what any of those are.
Have you watched a single pop video, Vin?
No, that's
boy.
what.
No, yes,
don't
you have.
worry.
Yes, you
No,
have.
I've seen but also I wasn't paying attention for half of it because I was doing other stuff.
Okay, that's your own fault.
Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, but Jacob, this is specifically what that Vin Views is for.
man.
So you can. This is specifically what Vin Views is for.
Vin,
You can shove
other
me into watching
want to
shows that you
join us,
know I
yes.
probably may like.
Yeah, so yeah, for context, Johnny, I plan to do a series with Vin like in the new year called Vin Views because there's a bunch of stuff that, you know, obviously either I've tackled in the past or just be like very entertaining to hear from Vin's perspective, being like the new confused person. So that's why.
Yeah, that's my whole job here. I'm the new heavily confused person.
Mm-hmm.
That was me last year.
Yeah.
I got the torch.
I'm passing it to you, my friend.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go.
glad we converted him.
Oh no. Oh no.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
Well, we'll see what happens.
One
after
of
Vin Views.
us
We'll see
join
what
and become member number 4,396.
Are you calling all of us clowns?
He's calling the whole gacha community clowns. Simple as. Jacob calling out the gacha community. Disappointing.
You know what they say? When in event with equivalent of Rome.
Oh my gosh. Ghost Kitty says, it's kind of like how I'm writing Animal Pops, inspired by Bond's video, but not following the same story, though I do mention Bond and Jacob a bit, which I hope is alright. Well,
I
that implies
still
that-
need to watch that
that
one
implies that
video.
the story exists in the universe.
I still need to watch that
Well,
one Bond
actually,
pop
I mean-
video. Don't
I mean,
I?
it
Unless
depends.
it's
If they're like,
meta.
yeah,
Like,
Bond,
in
if
the
they're like
sense that,
alternate,
like, the video exists.
Bond, if they're like alternate versions of us and there's no like specific like callbacks or references to that particular spoof video that aren't meta ones, then it technically is like just it is a different continuity
what-
entirely.
I immediately assumed it was referring to the that parody Pops video, but it's not. Yeah, you're right. But
I've got so much stuff that I'm going to be forced to watch.
For the
This is going to
record,
be
this
weird.
is how. Yeah, this is how most like gacha collabs used to operate back in the day.
They're just there.
Well, yeah, like the person's like OC, but
Hey, look, it's
persona,
Green
like
Uncle.
came in and that was their yeah, and that was
Yeah.
what counted. I think it was
that makes
only
sense.
I think it I don't know. I don't know if it was me who did like the first like real gacha collab or someone else had done that beforehand.
how long ago was it?
But I mean, it was June 2019. Well, it was recorded in June, released in July, actually.
Yeah, you might
So
have
yeah,
been. There.
yeah, which was the first gacha review, of course.
Yep.
So yeah, possibly, but if it wasn't the first, I was one of the first.
I'm just curious, Mom, were you planning on any other of the Butter Crew join the Pop Pops, or was it just going to be you and Jacob?
It was going to be one video for starters.
Thank you, Jacob. That is took the words right out of my mouth. However, yeah, again, Jacob and I are still kind of we're still working on it. We both have a lot of stuff on our plates right now.
Right.
And yeah, we didn't really have any intention of making another one, like for at least for a little while. And if we would either make a sequel to the one that we already made, or maybe in a different fandom, like Miraculous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That would
Or
also be,
would be leading the directing and script writing and things like that,
Okay.
because he knows
If
a lot
you,
more about it.
if you do make the Miraculous one, let me know, and I'll try to contribute.
Okay.
Another
also
series.
true.
Another
Yeah.
series Jacob is going to inevitably make me watch.
The
I-
death
Well,
of
oh,
Gabriel Igris. The death
That
of
one- that-
Gabriel Igris.
I will say that one, Vin, that one's a bit more complicated because of copyright reasons, but I
Mhm.
can.
Yeah, I know
I
that
can
one's probably
try.
not happening. That one's probably not happening in the series.
More
That one's
like
just
that-
you're going to make me do
That
it.
can just be like the new Code Lyoko streams where you just like sit after being traumatized and watch an episode of Miraculous.
Like,
Danny
I
Honestly,
was-
not a
I was-
bad thing.
I was dragging Jacob through Danny Phantom, and I still intend to
And me. Hey, don't forget about me. You dragged me through it too.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
but
Danny
I was there
Phantom.
for all
Yo,
4 episodes we watched rather than the one that you were there for.
Hey, I was there for more than one. I was there for 3.
What's Green Screen Man doing?
It's for
Ah.
Animated Mouth. I don't know why he's
Yes.
naming it.
Well,
I
that's just
am-
why I
I-
like to call it because imagine that I have
didn't
to
work.
find it in like imagine if I have to find it in, like the slots. Then I need it to be called something.
Jacob Butter? That's what it's called?
No, that
Why would
was
I name
the
it after
creator.
myself? I'm just
Oh, he's
confused.
created by Jacob Butter, my bad.
Yeah. The
Okay.
name is Invis. Yeah.
We love them being
Butter
born
you're
on
20 years
2/20.
old, Jacob. You aged back. That's crazy.
Can't believe. Hey, that might be a good thing. Who knows?
Yeah, when I made my OC, I aged forwards, and when I now made it age backwards. That's how long I've had the consistent design for. That's why I take pride in having like one of the only unchanged gacha OCs since its inception.
That explains a lot, actually.
Mm.
Given
I
our
like-
conversation today.
I like to
And
dress
multiple
mine up
ones over the
in.
last
And
year.
multiple ones, yes.
I like to dress mine up in silly outfits.
Yes. That's nice. I enjoy
Silly
it.
outfits are great.
Silly outfits are great. Ghost Kitty says, I mean, I just mentioned you guys by name. It was during when my character first meets Majesty and says the line, Bond and the others were right. You really are a sick, twisted individual. You
Yeah.
are definitely okay to write that. You can quote me on this. Yes. I
You
am
have
fully
permission.
behind
You have
this.
succeeded. You have succeeded in the war.
Listen, If Majesty isn't the real twist villain of the Pops, I don't know what else is true.
See, the problem is that she's
Who
already
is
gone bad
Majesty?
several times canonically.
She's the
She's already,
leader
like,
of all
turned
the
into-
pop groups.
Gone bad
man.
under heavy quotes.
Well, yeah,
I'm-
okay,
I'm-
yeah, turned is in heavy quotes. Yeah, fine. She becomes Nurse Chaos on multiple occasions, so yeah.
Who's Nurse Chaos?
I
Oh,
just
hold on.
explained
That's
that.
for
I
Bungler.
blanked
just
out for a
explained
few
it.
seconds. I blanked out for a few seconds. Oh no.
Okay, well, context here. I just said we talk about Majesty, and I just said she does become Nurse Chaos on multiple occasions, two and two
What's
together.
What's the difference? What do they do
Uh,
differently?
Well, one of them's a lot more obvious than the other.
See, I never understood the difference between Dr. Kitten and Dr. Ruin. Are they not the same person?
They are.
What?
Dr. Kitten and Dr. Ruin are not the same person?
Really?
Yes, they are.
I
True.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
they
Oh,
are.
they-
Yeah,
they
I thought
are?
so. I thought so.
I'm so confused.
I don't know why they have.
Yeah, you are
like, he has
correct.
two different
At some
names, though.
point. Okay, well, at some point he learns how to increase his own powers. After Majesty becomes like the rainbow version of herself, he also decides to do the same thing, and then he also changes his name as a result.
Not Dr. Ruin hopping on the bandwagon. KW wants to be let back in. Are we going to 6 people?
Again, there's no limit on the edited
Yeah.
streams. Oh, she's not
We got
actually.
no limit.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
yes,
she
as soon as
asked
you
if she's
actually
allowed
appear
back in before she
physically,
actually
KW,
joined.
then it
So I guess that's good, KW.
Okay.
You're good.
will- Well, yeah.
But
I think I should go,
unfortunately,
but
with
yeah, you're fine to
KW
come back.
being let in, I got a split for one very specific reason.
Alright. You gonna join back later, or are you gone for good?
Depends. Dog VA just posted a video of him going against Ludwig in Crane games, and
All right.
my
Yeah,
my emotional center hinges upon the cinnamon roll.
I have priorities. I get it. All right. Thank you
Hmm.
for stopping by, Ghosty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no problem. For once, I actually feel kind of okay for the first time in forever.
Yay! Let's
You
celebrate
did
it!
it!
Woo!
If you can recover,
Yay.
there's hope for us all. So fantastic.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
if you feel okay, all of us may survive the war.
All right.
Hmm.
Thanks
Like
for
the fact
coming.
that you say that gives me great fear.
Don't worry, the war isn't that scary until you start participating more.
Vin, stop ruining Ghosty on Cloud 9. Ghosty, leave before it's too late.
Before it's too late, I gotta go. Ah!
Go.
It's never too late to join the war.
You're too late, Vin. You cannot
n-
corrupt her anymore.
It's never too
Oh.
late to join the Hong Legion either.
Silence, Chuckles. Be still. Oh, wait. Hold on. I saw some private chat messages. Sorry, KW's here.
We
Oh.
cap reversed. Let's go. We cap
Sorry.
reversed.
I didn't see that.
Wait, I'm sorry. Someone decided to attack her favorite content creators?
What? No, it's just
So who's
It's a-
her and who's the
it's a
someone?
it's
I
a,
go
it's
see
a, it's a it's a Connor versus it's a Connor versus Ludwig Crane game battle.
And
dude.
she just sent me the YouTube link.
Wait, please. I know
Wow.
I know. I gotta go watch this later on. I'm saving this.
Speaking of COVA, I actually mentioned this before, but actually, the eventual quality of the Music Girls series is partially owed to COVA. Because I used to watch his videos, you know, when he was like, things like, you know, voice actor reacts to bad voice acting, and he talked about all these different like techniques. One of them was noise reduction, and that's where I learned that was even a thing that you could do in the first place, and amplification. So, in combination between those two, I was able to, you know, tune up the vocals of those who needed them, and tune down the ones who also required that, namely Dylan.
Oh, I forgot I still need to
Ah,
read about the
not
Legends of the
winning the war.
Shadows for rewritten thing. I was looking for something and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Sorry, didn't mean to.
I mean, that's fine. We're here to talk about random stuff anyway, so.
This is the only acceptable time to derail the stream.
Okay, well, I will say no, I'm trying to hold back anything about Sonic the Hedgehog 3 because I know some of you guys may not be fans of it.
Oh, I thought you
Appreciate
meant because some of us haven't seen the movie, which is also
That
true in my
too.
case.
That too.
That too.
Look, man, I've been trying to not say anything, and not, and kind of like held it back, being like, yeah, it's a good movie, stuff like that, and not trying to talk too much about it, because I'm like, I don't want to drive people insane.
Once again,
Where are
unlike you are unlike Aiden in the regard that you actually have that filter. Because whenever I mention like something specific about when I want to make a point and I'm using like a series as like a point of reference as an example, he will then take that chance to rant about whichever issue he happens to feel most strongly about to do with said series.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah, no,
I'm glad that you're passionate about this, but that was not the point I was trying to get across here.
right now. The only thing I will say is that my uncle does do a lot of like criticisms and stuff like that. Like well, he's a critique or what I like to call him, a critic. A critic. I can't remember words. Oh god, no, this is going downhill. Anyways, so like he, give movies criticism, stuff like that. Like, for example, when we went to see the FNAF movie, he gave it a 7.5, which I thought, okay, that is good enough for him, because he may not understand everything about FNAF. He still at least enjoyed the movie. Because anything like 6 and below, below 6, you did a terrible job. You made him
Usually
hate
5
this
is a
movie.
passing grade, but fair enough.
Yeah, but like 6 to 7 is like, okay, you did good enough. Still need improvements, but you did good enough to make him enjoy this movie. And then like 8 or a 10, you did good. Like he enjoyed
and 9
it.
never happens, I presume.
We don't talk about 9.
It's something
Just based on what you said there, just went like 8 or 10 is good. Yeah, 9 we don't talk about 9.
Well, I meant between 8 and 10.
Who the heck cares about 9? 9's overrated.
So when I asked him, so what did you rate in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie? I thought he was going to rate it like a 7 or below, and he's like a 9. And
Whoa!
Oh,
The
so 9
sacred
does happen.
number! Oh my god!
My face, I just like stare at him and like, you're not
I know,
missing
right?
it.
That's insane! The sacred number? That's
Right?
crazy!
Why is 9 the sacred number? What?
Oh my god,
Oh my
Vin!
god, man!
Where have you
We
been?
just made that joke.
Vin,
Okay. I can't word right now, and
Go
my
to
brain
sleep.
is. Listen, my brain is right now on. I'm physically, mentally, and like brain-wise, just sort of melting. I'm.
Why are you here?
I don't know.
Go to sleep.
That's a very very good point. I should probably do that, y'all.
Off you go. Off you
All
pop.
right. Well, I'm being banished, and I probably should go to sleep. So, night, y'all.
Hey, it was nice meeting you, Ben.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah.
You met me on a very bad day, but it's all right.
It's alright. I met Vin in a hotel bathroom.
Yeah. Vaughn met me in a
Wait,
hotel
what?
bathroom. That was great. Oh yeah, KW. I'll explain that to you later. It was a great interaction.
Right. Okay.
I need to knock out. Yeah. See y'all.
Night night, Vin.
Bye. So Vin is terrible right now. I'm joking. Please do not.
You had a bad day.
Anyways,
You're in a hotel.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jacob.
but anyways, I think also was showing too, because I thought Sonic the Hedgehog 3 rating by him was not going to beat Wicked for him, because he had also seen Wicked recently, and he rated that high too. So I was like, oh god, it's not going to beat Wicked. He's not going to rate it higher than what he already rated for Wicked. And
I mean, he doesn't have a quota, right?
What? Sorry.
He doesn't have to like rank things like specifically like oh well I gave this other film a high score so I can't use all my high scores in one
What
day.
I mean is that I thought he was not going to think Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is as good as Wicked, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, so, and the fact is like, yep, give me a 9. I was like, oh.
Sacred number.
But like, yeah, and like I said in the post, like I was honestly really nervous when they announced Keanu Reeves playing a Shadow because it's like, I don't know. I mean, but then like after
We
seeing
live in
trailer,
a post Chris Pratt as Mario and Garfield world, so I can understand that one.
right? I was like, okay. I mean, I like Keanu Reeves. I've seen him in The Matrix and in the Lake House and stuff like that. Like I've seen quite a few movies of him. Haven't seen John Wick.
Sonic,
But
played
okay.
by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Please, no.
It could happen. It could happen.
No. Memory needs to stay away from Sonic, please.
Dun, 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 dun.
No! He's here!
How
He's
does
among us!
How does an emo goth boy, son of a scientist and demon thing?
You know what?
Where?
No, Jacob.
I didn't make a single rhyme during that.
It doesn't
I know.
matter!
But Jacob, if you make that song into a parody of Shadow the Hedgehog's story or something like that, I will join in. Okay, I will cooperate.
Oh, that's good because actually that song does require multiple people, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put that one. I'll put that one on the list. I'll put that one.
I'm just trying to get caught up
But
on
what-
Ghost Kitty's concerning messages about her ideas for animal plots. My Ghost Kitty says my character says that because Majesty restrains my character with magic and puts a choker on my character. Cole Gray, is that you? Forcing me to become a pop. Then she tossed me through a portal to a school. Can we address the choker?
Yes,
having
and I
fun
think
raving
I
she is a
know
villain.
exactly. Okay, I know exactly where that comes from. And again, to reference the canon, to reference like the official show, the pops draw their powers from rings, and specifically when they haven't got their rings on, they tend to actually have them like on chokers, which is a terrible strategy, by the way, because that's like a very obvious part of their designs. But anyway, that's what they kind of do. And some people have like preferred. Well, I mean, even you, Bond, you changed the way that the rings actually worked. So it depends like what type of thing.
Well, it's because I can't add rings on gacha characters. I had to make some sort of compromise.
Well, yeah. So exactly. So but regardless of the reason, it still happens. That's
I didn't get the context. All right.
You didn't get the context, but knew of the existence of the pop rings.
Well, I meant the context of Ghost Kitty's message. I didn't realize that the choker was for the magic. I thought that Majesty just put a choker on Ghost Kitty for no reason.
Wow.
Okay, that would be a Cole Gray moment, but yeah, we're not
Right?
quite
That's what I was saying. I mean, I won't say for no reason, but there was another reason that I was thinking of, and I was very confused. What in the Cole Gray? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Ghost Kitty. Yeah. I mean the choker, like the necklace thing, because I like necklaces. Okay. Good. Because I know it was a necklace, but I just didn't realize that it was for magic harnessing. Anyways, Ghost Kitty continues by saying, "I'm having fun writing Majesty as a villain, causes I also get to write my characters calling Majesty different insults like walking, talking highlighter or stupid pixie stick."
Oh.
Those do sound pretty good.
Oh God. Oh, what was that?
Hey, it's 6 a.m. I think that's coming from Johnny, actually.
Yeah, that's from me. It's 6 p.m. and
Oh, it was really close.
Yeah,
you were.
I thought you make a FNAF reference there.
It
but
was.
Yeah.
I'm also starting production on the If I Was a Bungler project.
Oh dang, that's pretty quick, man. I wish I could get my project set that quickly. I just finished Jacob's thing today, actually.
If I was a bungler.
Oh, nice.
So I'm actually believe it or not, I know it's going to sound crazy, but finally I'm actually beginning the Secrets of the Plex finale
Yay!
while I wait for Final Break to start its production. And I know that probably you're probably thinking, wait, isn't it on you to start production? No, actually, I'm literally only the animator. So Emily still has a lot of stuff that she needs to do that I can't really help with, like backgrounds and audio
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm just waiting for her, but she told me she's got a lot on her plate right now, and I got the all clear to just start with Secrets of the Plex and then maybe put it on pause when Emily's ready.
Yay! Season 2 finale! And then we have one more season, I think. That we're
Maybe.
still doing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
we did plan season 3, but I think you have reasons why you said maybe, right, Bond?
I mean, obviously, that is why people change their answers.
Yeah. It's okay to ask. Why you said maybe? I'm just curious. That's all.
I think we'll talk about it at a later time if I'm free. Anyway, but yeah, it's kind of funny because like I have had to scroll so far back in people's DMs to get their lines because of how long ago I asked for them. I wish I'd
That's
pinned them
happened
at
to
the
me
time. That
before.
would have been the smart decision. Jacobs, you're for the only ones that I pinned, and I can only
Yeah.
use some of them, which is so annoying.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if I'm like in a position to like record like the other ones either.
Oh no, why? Oh. That was so personal. I didn't think someone could make a cough personal, but you did. How long are you gonna be staying in the UK?
Well, that's actually up in the air right now because since I got like the card from the police that says that I can actually return. I don't have like my visa's not going to expire at the time that I thought it would. It actually means that I don't have to fly back on the day that would have otherwise been my last day to return. So I'm considering actually now changing the plans and flying back slightly later. When
Yes.
exactly is
Yeah.
also up in the air, but I'm thinking
Yeah.
potentially the 5th.
Oh, the 5th. Okay, so
Maybe
yeah,
the 4th.
you got time to recover then. I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still feeling under the weather?
Yes, clearly.
I was wondering. Like, I was
You
like,
didn't pick up on it. Jacob very subtly gave a little cough in response
no.
to my question.
No, I heard the comment stuff. I'm just like, is he still feeling under the weather, or is just like allergies? Like, I wasn't sure, you know.
This nonverbal communication game is strong today.
I'm just
Mhm.
like,
But yeah, I thankfully like I've never even tried this before, but I'm just going to be patient, and instead of just starting from the very beginning of the episode, I'm gonna go and do the scenes that don't have Taylor or Monty in them, just so that I can get those done and not have to wait. And then once Jacob hopefully gets better and hopefully doesn't run into Audacity problems and hopefully gets them in, there's a lot of obstacles. Realizing that now.
yeah. I
Then
mean,
I
like,
don't know.
oh, sorry, go on.
No, that was it. That was it.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I mean, when we were like playing season 3, it was just like to finish off the character stories or whatever. But if you don't feel up doing season 3, then that's totally fine, you know.
Well, again, we'll get the context as to what's actually going on afterwards.
Yeah,
So
no,
we can
no.
draw
Sorry.
conclusions from
Sorry. Okay, no, sorry. It's just my anxiety going all over the place, and I'm like, can you please calm down?
there.
I hate
Your anxiety about assumes that you're not the head person behind.
No, I am just worried at what's going on with like behind the scenes, so I was like with my friends and stuff like that. Like every time, like for example, like every time like Junior say something, oh, I'm not feeling good today, stuff like that. I'm like, I get worried. I'm like, are you okay? Are you dying? Do I need to help you or something like that? And just everything is just fine. He's just feeling down or whatever. But I'm always going to worry like stupid simple things, and I hate it. So it's just I'm trying to get it under control. Not gonna lie, I have done better.
It has a lot to do with like reflection as well as like thinking about the future, like whether I'm even going to have time to make that entire series before I just retire YouTube.
Yeah, no.
I never planned to do it full time. That's a big part of it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
about,
that's
like-
why I said like if you're fine with not continuing with season 3, I will understand that because I have been thinking about those thoughts too. Like I wasn't planning to do YouTube for most of my life or anything. I was planning to be a writer and stuff like that, and so I guess I was just kind of
Well, you have been on here for like almost as long as Jacob has, so I don't think it's
yeah.
quite the same thing because like I've only been on here for like what 3-4 years. I never planned for it to last forever,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
or
Sorry,
even
but-
close to how long you guys have been on here.
Well, the thing is that when I mean it's like it was just for fun. I never planned to be on here for like 10 years. Like it's crazy. I actually forgot I have been on here since. Oh wow.
Yeah. See, the thing is, a lot of people when they start off YouTube, they actually want to use it as like a gateway into like other things, whether or not that's like the quote unquote mainstream media or some other projects they might like want to like use like garner some like people for potentially things of that nature. But yeah, I think when I started, I wasn't really thinking about it too much as to how long things would last, and then again I don't tend to, and that's why they tend to last for way longer than they probably should. But yeah, like as I kept doing it, I thought like, yeah, you know what, this is actually honestly like the perfect vessel for me, because first of all, like no interference aside from my own or advice, not necessarily like studios for example. Also, especially nowadays where I've like found a way into that I can actually bring stories to life in a way that I've actually kind of always considered. Like I grew up obsessed with cartoons, like a lot of people did, and I was like, wouldn't it be fun to like do my own thing? And to some extent, that is exactly what I'm doing this very moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
no.
similar to my experience as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, I guess like in contrast to your experience, I've come to the conclusion that yeah, this actually is is like the ideal platform for me, at least in some ways. Do I want to do like other things outside of that? Yes, but this is something that I like being able to come back to, and also because like I have basically documented like very nearly half of my life right now. Well, I guess, and before that, other people have as well.
I'm not ready
Yeah,
to
KW,
be
yeah,
in my
yeah,
30s. No, I'm not gonna be happy about that.
That was, yeah. Well, for me, the cutoff point is 26, not 30, and in fact, I'm pretty sure for you, you might have even actually already achieved that. So
No.
yeah, you don't the being in your 30s thing is not going to be relevant. Actually, it will be for me once 5 Days comes back, because I mentioned before 2030 will be the time when the next 5 Days episode will come out.
What's funny, every time I see the years talking about like, oh yeah, I'm now 30 or 40 or in the videos, I'm like, no, that can't be right. No.
See, this is another issue that some people run into, like especially like MatPat, for example, when he mentioned like how old he was in his like announcing retiring video. But this is not the exception. This is just like the first example that comes to mind. But yes, it's one of the things where like it sets the idea in people's minds that that's like the time when people like either have to start considering other things, or when it will just like have a switch that will flip, and if it doesn't, then there's something wrong. It sets like that idea, albeit unintentionally, because that was obviously not what he was trying to get at whatsoever. Because there are far older YouTubers than him. This actually also happened in the gacha community, because the gacha community, the quote unquote cutoff date for most people is somewhere like 16, which is younger than I was when I started making gacha videos. So that's another thing where thank goodness for people like Rosie Closey, for example, that make it like very clear that that is not something that you have to do, and that there is like and there is like merit to continuing or even beginning at later stage in life than possibly the game was intended for.
Yeah, it shouldn't have to feel like an obligation. Like you must, if you want to start a gacha channel, you must be in this age range and you must stop at this age range, right? Because like it's what is important, and like
That is what some people think,
Hey,
unfortunately.
I'm
That's why a lot of
23.
customers have quit.
It's
I'm not
it's
23.
more than what works best for you, right?
I'm almost 23.
I never I'm not going to say my age, but it doesn't matter because at
Right.
coming close in the next few years probably, like I I'm going to be resetting my priorities, and things like this will probably be coming closer to the bottom of the list, so I would probably, like, you know, retire my YouTube channel and maybe just pop by Jacob Butter streams, and that's all that I'd be doing.
Yeah, no, that's honestly fair, you know.
And I can understand with what Jacob's saying. It's something to come back to, and I personally agree. But because
Yeah.
animation takes up so much of my time and of my life, like I need to reset and rethink about things because
Yeah, no.
it's not all that I want in life.
Sorry if I sounded like I was about to have an anxiety attack, because I was just like, wait, oh god, is Bond dying? Wait.
I am not dying. I am just thinking about what would be right for the.
Alas, my time on this platform is coming to an end.
Like, what's funny?
We're drawing to a close.
No, this was funny is that because what's funny is that I wanted to do something called like Project Stories or something, like sharing my OC stories and stuff like that. And I wanted to be one of them to be one of the first to be like Mira or Kayla Wolverine. But I was like, but season 3 hasn't come out yet. But I'm sharing like this alternate vision more, like where she
Well, it's
come
up to
from
you, right?
originally. What?
It's up to you. She's your character. You can
Yeah,
do
but
what you want with her.
okay, that's fair. Like, I wasn't sure like you'd be upset if I share like Mira story.
Well, I don't
more.
think that would be the wisest decision, but it's not mine to make.
Well, I just meant like how
that's
I
a
came up.
DBCA quote. I believe that is a poor
It's
decision.
more like my idea
Maybe,
was like,
but it's mine to make.
how did I create these OCs in the first place? Like, where did he begin and stuff like that? And
Okay,
If-
that kind of story. Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. I know like what the deals were and stuff like that, and then now this is where they are right now. You know. So for example, like I will probably share how I created Mira, and what were the ideas, but now she's in Secrets of the Plex as this character or something like that, and that is it. You know.
Yeah.
And so like, and if I want to do like some like original like OC story lore, that's gonna be for like other characters that like that's not part of like something else right now, like with Secrets of Plex and stuff like that. And so, but I was worried if I asked you about, you're like, no, just wait till like season 3 and stuff. And I'm like, okay, but when is that going to happen? Because like I said, animation takes a very long time. I am surprised that you're still like continuing and stuff like that. So
Are you?
I
haven't been going for that long.
literally, I thought after like season 2, episode 3, I thought like, you know what, I cannot do this anymore. I can't, like.
What do you mean? You thought it just ended there?
Yeah, but not because like
It ends on a cliffhanger.
this is like before episode 3 comes out. I thought you would be like, I don't think I can do it anymore. I don't think I can push through it because some people have.
Whoa, that was loud.
I dropped my
When
Sonic cup.
Was that you, John A?
No, I was just about to say
KW?
I think that was KW, but
I
Debbie
dropped
literally
my-
just said I dropped my Sonic cup.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Well, my Shadow the Hedgehog cup, but it's from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie, so but
Number
Why
2,
am I blanking?
once
How
again.
did-
No, Shadow, you always be my number 1.
Hey, there's the screaming. Where was it when Chuckles came out, dog?
I was kind of I was a little bit depressed.
Dang,
you guys
seem
call
so
me.
crazy. Anyway, why am I blanking? How does episode 3 end? Like that you thought it would end there? I'm
do not
blanking.
remember. Hold on, let me go to your channel.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I have to remember. I'm the creator of the series. If I don't remember this,
This is for my own. This is for my own.
For your own what? Oh, is that am I?
No, what I mean is that I just want to remember myself.
Oh, okay.
You can try, like if you need help, then let me know. But like
No. I need to remember this. Okay, wait a second. This is the episode. Okay. It's the episode where we meet Nova.
Right.
What? Yes. Right. Right.
Oh,
Right. I remember how it
okay.
ends. I remember
Yeah.
how it ends. It ends
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it ends with A14 and A11 having their conversation on either sides of the glass. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a disappointment. Okay, good. Now we cleared that up. But yeah, like what I was saying before was just like I don't want to be one of those gotcha creators who like keeps continuing their series and then as soon as life gets in the way, they just cancel it. Like they just stop it. Like that's not
Yeah.
fair to the community who
No.
have been following along and have been fans and they never get to see the conclusion or at least not one that's sloppy and rushed.
That's
Yeah.
like one of my greatest like regrets with Krypton Lens because I knew it had potential, but it was mentally draining me and mentally Aiden. So I was like, what can I do? Because like I do want to continue, but at the same time though, there's a lot of pressure or stuff like that. So I decided to kind of cancel it because like I don't want to keep going if it's going to cause like mental health problems, you know?
Yeah, that's the difference between you and me because
Yeah.
you actually pursued it without I don't think like properly measuring how much time and effort and
Yeah. No.
patience it would take. And
And
I'm like actually using Clemai season 2 as like my my motivation or like my exemplar.
Yeah. No.
To
Like
do what not to do.
right. Exactly. No. But honestly, I think one of my greatest like accomplishments was making the Legend of Zelda movie. Now, yeah, sure, there could be a prequel, sequel, but like, here's the thing: when I tried to write a sequel or the prequel, I'm like, I got nothing. You know
You need
what?
the Dora spin-off though.
I was like, you know what? I'll write it when I feel like writing it. But right now, one movie is good enough for me. I'm happy the way it is. Now, honestly, I did do like a rewritten script of it, and I just wanted to read it out loud. It doesn't have to be necessarily like this is like the final canonization. It's just more if I just want to see if I can improve on my writing skills and stuff like that. And gotta say, I think I did. Like, I think I did improve and stuff like that. You know, even has some help and stuff like that for people who actually also know the Legend of Zelda lore, and we're like, yeah, this is an improvement. You know, and so I think the greatest accomplishment was the Legend of Zelda movie because I did actually complete something. But Krypton was it's just like it's dead, and I feel so bad. But like again, like what Bon said, like I didn't realize like how much like work
It wasn't
and effort.
properly measured. It had a lot of potential, I will say. I was
Yeah.
excited for where it was going to go, but it's
Yeah.
just not the right medium for you. I don't.
No, it
I
was-
personally don't think Gotcha has ever really sat well with you. Right? It's a lot of time. It's really hard.
Yeah, no, like that's why when people are like, "Oh my god, we cannot wait for a new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh!" I was like, "This is just a test mini series, guys." Yeah, I know I haven't done any dueling, but it was just like a test to see how far it could go. I didn't realize you guys want a full length series. No. I was like, I even was like, JR, can we just do like these episodes
second.
where there's
That means Silas is dead.
okay? So when I no. This is his lore.
Tell me Silas is dead, KW.
There are multiple versions of Silas. There's Silas the first,
Versions?
Silas the
What?
second, Silas the third, Silas the fourth, Silas the fifth.
In death, we are the Thyleth Legion.
But they're different. If that makes it
Gosh,
any
I wish they
better.
were wide in the Shadow Realm.
Speaking of Shadow Realm, do you guys want to see the bungler design I made for myself?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I can put that on as an
Yeah, pin him.
overlay, or you can share screen.
Pin him?
What are you
Nice.
guys
Can you
saying?
pin him, Jacob?
Hmm?
Can you pin him to the screen?
Oh,
That was a restream feature. I'm not sure if I can do that anymore.
Ooh.
yeah. So this is what it looks like.
Oh wait, I can change the overlay. Maybe I can do it that way.
Coming in. Oh!
Nope.
I just zoomed
Oh
in.
god.
I'm just zoomed in and he's dead.
Nope, that was
Yeah,
precisely
okay, I
not.
see him now.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, are you guys able to see it or?
Yes.
It's kind of blurry and it's just kind of blurry, yeah. And low quality.
I also put it on the pop server Discord that Eli made. So I can just invite you to that bond and you can just see it clearly. So let me just quickly do that.
All right.
The final thing I'm gonna say back to like the topic or whatever, like yeah, my god, like here's a I always say when I do like a cool anime series, but I was like kind of a kid who's like was really impatient. Like every time I draw like something or whatever, I'm like, no, this is terrible. I'm never gonna be good. Ah, this is what happened with Gacha, and I prefer Gacha like making like skits or like making character designs if I need an idea in my head, like trying to visualize it in my head. But try to do like a full-on series or movie, yeah.
Well, I mean, a full-on movie seemed to work out for you, but the series didn't. I think the difference is that with like movies, despite the push for sequels to happen in like the mainstream nowadays, that movies have a bit of a more sense of like finality to them, or they can do in the right circumstances.
Right.
Whereas a series, of course, has the potential usually to keep going on and on and on. That's what happened with The Mutant Girl as well. I could have stopped after like 5 episodes. I had enough story to like finalize it there, but I decided to continue because it was going well, and then people requested for it to continue in certain ways, so I then also pushed it further and further. And that's where we're at now. And for me, that's personally fine because I like the fact that these characters have been able to grow and evolve and like take them in different directions. That to me is more than I could have hoped for again what was also supposed to be a test series for me in some ways, like editing wise at least. So
yeah.
but I guess but obviously that comes with the double-edged sword of depending on the time frame for it, even because like I know people like have it's basically a meme nowadays of like how long it takes to release like different episodes of Mutant Girl. Like I'm editing season 3 episode 3 right now, like 2 years after season 3 episode 1 came out, for example. But that does like that gets to me more than it does like anybody else. So like I understand where people are coming from, and that's something that I personally I'm able to deal with that a bit more for whichever I'm not going to get into speculations or anything like that, but it's just a case of like whatever someone's like personally comfortable with. Like I'm fine with that because I know that that's like self-inflicted, and if I wanted to, I could stop. The thing is, I don't anyway, because I also am invested in where this is going, and I also want to see it, continue
come
to exist.
Come on,
What?
you just want to be the longest running series.
I am the longest running
Jacob.
series. I am the longest running series. I have already achieved that goal, okay?
Yeah.
Now it's about the art.
Yeah, but you want to keep it. Also, I accidentally sent Johnny a keyboard mash of 1,000,000 sevens.
Oh no. But yeah, no, like I know like there were times where A was like, oh come on, you can write a sequel and a prequel for the Legends of the movie, it would be cool and stuff like that. And I was like at first like, yeah, it would be cool, but at the same time though it's like I was right, I'm like, I have nothing because I didn't expect it to be that big, so it's like, do I want to continue writing it? Probably in the future, but like at the same time though, I think the movie is good as it is right now because it's like it was a fan project I just wanted to do for fun, and that's good enough for me.
I saw a YouTube short recently of Simon Pegg talking about the demand for Hot Fuzz 2. And also just like anything too that he has made from any of his movies, and yeah, like his response is always like he's flattered that people really want something to happen or want to continue, but the thing is that it's done, in his mind.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz sequel to Shaun of the Dead, and a World's End sequel to Hot Fuzz, etc., etc. Basically, the next project is the sequel in some ways, because I mean, if anything, there's elements that connect from each of them, as then like behind the scenes or the same actors or stuff like that, not necessarily story beats and they're not playing the same people or anything.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm sure people have theorized about those things because of course they do.
Yeah, no, like I definitely can see where Bond's coming from. Like, oh, I didn't expect to continue with animation and stuff like that, So, like, I'm not like in the same shoes as
It never
Bond.
was my intention. I came on YouTube to show off my content, make some new buddies, and learn a lot of animating techniques, and then off I go. on with my life.
Yeah, I know. I think it wasn't it because someone's like, "Oh, I would love to see as an animated series," and it was like, "Well, I would love to do that, but
No,
like,
actually, I think you're forgetting because my content existed before we started Secrets of the Plex. It just
Yeah, no,
was
your
never on the channel.
yeah, no. What happened was that though, it was like someone said, "Oh, I would," because they saw the roleplay, and they're like, "Oh, I would love to see as an anime series." I'm like, "Well, thanks, but I don't know anyone."
That's how
Anyone who,
Plex started.
yeah, and you're like, "Hey, guess what? Check out my old content or whatever that I used to make. This is what animations I do or whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. So do you think you can make Secrets of the Plex this way?" And you're like, "Yeah, I think so." And boom.
Boy, was it messy.
So it's essentially you did to Bond what Aiden does to you now.
I remember when that
Oh, like,
started. I remember when
granted,
stop
Aiden does it to
animating
everyone.
was hard. Speaking of which, it's very interesting to watch Jacob's style of animation through this. It's just so slow and time consuming. Like, oh my goodness.
And
Frame
people
by
wonder why
frame, you
episodes
gotta
take so
add
long.
stuff, you gotta green screen, you gotta keyframe, you gotta add like frame by frame each photo. Like, oh my god.
I
That
don't
is
think I could do this.
insane.
No.
That is
This is
insane.
Yeah, this one admittedly is more complicated because it's going to be on a custom background. If it weren't a custom background, I could do this like in one of the gacha games themselves.
But yeah, no. I think that's why I do like writing more, just because like it's a lot easier to
Well,
tell stories to everyone.
You tried out gacha and you tried it for a long time and it just
Yeah.
it wasn't your thing, and that's perfectly fine.
Basically, like Jack Skeleton said, "Why did my best?"
Yeah. What the heck? I went
yes,
and did
the
my
Jack
best.
Skellington quote. Why blah blah blah. That's all I
What
understood.
the heck? I went and did my best.
Yeah.
Okay,
I actually
that
recently
makes
just
more sense.
I actually recently
I
just
speak
finished
fluent
watching.
in KW, Jacob.
Hmm.
You speak my language, yeah.
Except Japanese. I don't speak that.
I don't speak it anymore. It's long
What?
gone now.
What? What do you mean you don't speak it anymore?
I kind of drop it because it wasn't my priority anymore.
Well, if we talk about second languages, if you don't use them for a certain amount of time and you haven't like gotten to a certain level when you first started using them, they can fizzle out. That was actually a risk when that we knew could happen when we moved here to the UK, because we could have very easily like forgotten our Spanish if it wasn't kept up, even though we were fluent, and like the time it would take to forget everything would be like, you know, much greater. There was still a risk that it could happen, you know, which is partly why I continue to obsessively watch a bunch of Spanish dubs to this day and talk about them as much as I possibly can to the annoyance of everyone else around me. Partly because like there's good in general, but also we actually even my parents even like hired some of the like language assistants at our secondary school to come and give us like private like advanced practice sessions.
Oh
Did do
wow.
it for themselves actually, but then they also, by their own admission, didn't like get to the same level of Spanish that we did. Like
Yeah.
we being like my brother and I. But yet they don't they can still understand everything. They can still like hold a conversation. And basically, you know, whenever someone's like asking for what like words or something, it's like, oh, I said things like, oh, I haven't heard this word before. What does this mean? I was like, oh, okay, what's this? What using this? It's like it's not like all the basic stuff is still there. So I guess like for us, like the time period would have been like much even further in the future than we would have thought. But that was a fear that we had for that same reason. I guess KW, being like self-taught
Yeah, I
in
guess
Japanese.
Yeah.
Had like a very short window there.
I don't know. Something about hearing I dropped the language just doesn't really like sit well with me because like just being born and raised bilingual, like the idea of dropping your second language doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
in
like
your
here's
case,
the
in
thing.
your case, it would be if you picked up a third language, that would be the one that you would have be at risk of dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's
That-
the, like
yeah, I guess I could think of it.
I did want to study Japanese just because I was really heavily invested in like Japan and its culture and stuff like that, thinking I was going to live in Japan. But now I was like,
Oh.
no, I had other goals in mind and stuff like that, and I thought like I still try and want to keep up with the language stuff like that because I'm like it would be cool to have like a second language, in my portfolio. But I was kept focused more
In
on
your
writing and real life stuff as well, stuff like that.
Right?
And
KW, you get it. Priorities. You gotta drop some stuff. You get it.
yeah, and that's why,
Something's more important.
and so Bond, I
But
wrote
also in your what? In your profile?
profile, sorry, and like in my bio or whatever
Yeah, your
it's called.
portfolio. Your portfolio, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm going to say to you, Bond, it's like whatever happens, happens. Like I enjoy Secrets of Plex, but honestly,
Why do we keep
If-
going back to Secrets of the Plex?
I'm sorry.
trying to
Because
move
that was
on
the
from the
starting
conversation.
point of this. That was the starting point of this conversation, and Kinabi is doing the gacha view technique of circling back to it, even if it
No.
takes forever.
We've circled back like 4 different times. I'm trying to
just
move on
wanted-
from the subject.
No, I just want to say like
I'm
whatever
trying to
happens.
break out of the gacha review segue. Stop it.
I just want to say like I just want to tell you as a friend like whatever happens, happens. It's fine if it stays with season 1 and season 2. Or if you want to continue with season 3, that is fine. I just want to let you know whatever happens, happens. I want you to know that I am okay with your decision. You don't have to explain anything to me.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, okay, moving on. So let's just talk about something. Yeah, please save for Sonic 3 credits. I promise you guys don't want to miss anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about Ghost Kitty's message here, and I kind of what I thought about it. Ghost Kitty says KW just ripped the Japanese out of.
That's what
Like, I don't need this anymore. Into the trash with you. That's kind of how I pictured it. I'll be honest, Ghost Kitty. I'm like, what do you mean you just dropped the language?
Obliviates, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like what?
Look, man, like I said, like I had other priorities, like what Bond did.
Well, I understand it now, but just like something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. It was weird.
Like I'm not good with explaining.
How does one drop a language?
When you
Give me a
feel like
second,
you don't,
Put it back on screen a moment.
when you don't have a lot more help besides a
You
textbook.
know, I understand, but that's what was going through my head.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like
Oh my
again,
God.
words are hard.
My
And I don't
dog
know-
is snoring. Dude, why?
Dude, the cat that I am watching over Olive, she sometimes meow.
Oh yeah,
like,
did you get your foster?
yeah, her name is Olive. She sometimes meows like a puppy. Like when she goes like, eh! It sounds like a bark.
I'm gonna be team dog because cats never choose me. They hate me.
That's what happened to one of my sisters.
They
They're like,
stare at me and they just choose war against me. I think it's because they
Even-
know I'm afraid of them and they just come up and attack me, and I don't like it.
Even my aunt today pointed out my recurring problem with dogs on Walking Wednesday.
Right? Like they just like I get that now. Like they just don't like you. And cats just don't like me, so I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm actually
Yeah,
team
it's ki-
hedgehog. Give me team
It's
hedgehog.
kind of like Zane's quote about the sun. It's
You
like it's not that I don't like the sun doesn't like me.
Bob, you mean
Jacob, I'm still team gecko. Jacob, go get a
this?
gecko.
Oh. Thanks a lot, webcam. I was trying to do something
gonna say-
cool.
I love how now you decide to put your face cam on, and now you're like, well, too late. You should have done it earlier. How dare you be anxious?
Yes, I can
Nice
relate.
hedgehog.
Yes. Nice. Beautiful. Content.
Oh no, it's me. I'm reflected inside of it.
Oh, no.
That's all I could see with my reflection.
Also, fuck her, Bob.
Oh
I thought
wait,
you were
that
talking
was
about
the
my camera.
wait. That was the other thing I was going to do when you were here. I forgot about this earlier. I was going to do a thing. Ah, here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Chuckles. Like Sonic, I don't buckle, and I don't use my knuckles.
Yeah, like I
That's
guess
also why I want you on stream.
I'm like team actual hedgehogs, not like fan fiction Sonic hedgehogs, that sort of thing.
Hey, my character is not a hedgehog.
By the way,
Just
more
I
than
never
once.
even mentioned your character, KW.
Okay, fine.
By the way, more than once, I've thought of making the parody song "Chop Chop It's Chuckles."
No!
KW.
No!
That one is also on the list.
Oh my god, take it off. Erase it. Be gone. I don't want that one. I'm gonna give it negative views so it never pops off. But yeah, like
Although I did also say to KW that at some point she wants to do like the actual Not Noggus Knuckles song, that I would also like help out with that. I would probably do like the rap portion of that,
Oh my god. I've
Oh,
always
because
no.
that feels like
I've
more like
always
a
wanted-
more in, yeah.
Sorry.
go
Go
out.
ahead. No, it was you.
I was gonna say more like accurate collab, because at one point for the covers that can be released recently, she said that if I wanted to do like the backup vocals myself or like different parts of them, then I was then I was free to do so. I was like, okay, well, might save that for the Knuckles one, because also could I be like recorded the backup vocals anyway, so I was like, well, I'll just use these.
I've
Well,
always wanted an animal that's not really mainstream and doesn't really last like 80 years like a parrot or a bird, because I know those things last a really long time. The big ones
Yeah.
especially. Maybe
Yeah, see,
Actually,
Yeah, see,
speaking
my
of
only Sonic OC was one that the comics eventually did. The comics eventually like stole the name of it. It was the most obvious name in the world, so I see why they did that. But like, it was one that's like, okay, great, now this just exists, fantastic. So I need to think of a new one. If in this hypothetical situation where, like, again, go back to like the
must
idea
we
of, like, a
address
Sonic
the
campaign,
hedgehog in the
but, yeah.
room?
Sorry, I
Well,
was
no,
just
we
like,
mustn't, because it wasn't a hedgehog either.
no, sorry. I was like, speaking of my comments, I wonder how they're doing right now. And one of them was already have over 140 views, and I'm like, guys, this is not a good cover. Why? Why are you keep watching? Why are you giving me a lot of
140, that's
guys?
nice.
Guys, stop giving me views. They're terrible.
Hey, KW, you want to know how many views the Kawaii-chan parody that you did has now?
Boy.
Oh no, what?
2,000.
Oh my god!
Jealous.
That's so awesome. That's so
is-
funny.
really jealous,
KW, it is the second most popular AFMAO parody I have ever made.
That's at the end of my career, guys. This is how KW dies.
All right,
F5
KW retired.
views.
That's it for her. That's so funny.
I am so jealous.
I appreciate that, Johnny. I didn't say that to like brag. I meant that more in the case of
No,
like KW, just
no,
like
I
yeah.
get what you're like. I'm
Okay.
still
No,
jealous.
That's great. I'm happy for you. Despite my loathing of app now, I'm happy for you. Loathing, unadulterated loathing.
Oh my god, are you on the wicked kit?
Oh my gosh. Now you're
no,
making
I
me
think-
think of what is this feeling, Bon?
wait, Bon, have you seen the wicked?
Yes,
KW has yeeted herself into the Google.
Do you have thoughts, opinions on it?
loved it, absolutely loved it.
The only clip from the movie I've seen is the "What is this feeling" clip that Universal decided, that the Wicked Movie YouTube channel decided to be nice enough to post on YouTube. But other than that, I have not seen the whole movie.
It's really good. Definitely recommend. I'd never
Okay.
seen Wicked beforehand.
I seen the
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
You haven't
Surprisingly,
even seen the
I
Broadway
have.
version?
Why is that surprising?
I'm just
Because you seem to be like versed in a lot of musicals. Like I know you mentioned like your two favorites, but that implies there's also some that are not your favorites that would
I hate cats.
that means you have like a.
You don't like
I was
cats?
not
I
referring to that one
despise
specifically.
cats.
Wow.
Honestly, I can understand.
I mean, I hate cats in real life, and I hate the musical.
I
The theme here.
okay. Here's it. People are probably gonna hate me for this.
Hey,
But
Ban, you're gonna be Jellicle too.
Okay,
But
I know
I-
Fred. Fred has a special place in my heart.
Anyways, I do not like the Hamilton musical at all. I
What?
fell
Sorry?
s-
What musical?
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
I fell
We're gonna
asleep
hate me even more.
through it. I fell asleep through it. Like no joke. I like tried to watch it and be like, okay, so everyone likes this musical. Okay,
My
I mean it's
mother fell asleep in Wicked. How does one fall asleep to the Wicked movie? I don't get it.
Honestly, I would have thought the music alone would wake people up from their sleep.
Right?
Like, I'm impressed that someone could do that in general.
the songs are just so boring to me. Like I don't even like wait for it. That is it. Like
Johnny
that's
Depp
the
is
only good song for me.
Wow.
From what I remember, having not listened to like the entire discography, but a significant portion of it, there are some songs that are very different to each other, but a lot of them, because it's one of those musicals that like has like everything be sung, there's some of them that kind of feel very similar to each other, so I can see from that aspect.
It's just I couldn't like get past it
That
like
was
within
just
like
one
the
Manuel
5
Miranda
to
hater.
5 to 10 minutes. I was like, nope, I can't. I try because I'm like, I heard so good things about it, and I like musicals, and so the fact that I fell asleep through it, it's like, oh,
But you still want me to do my my shadow rendition of the opening song.
because I wonder if I will like it more. That's the thing.
Wow.
Okay.
Never mind.
And so like another musical I don't like. It's not something I don't really like. Okay, no. So I actually seen the Wicked musical, and I kind of zone out. Well, it's within the last song, like before, like the review
What?
and stuff like that towards the end.
What?
I zoned out. I was like just listening to the song, and then suddenly went
That song in the musical, you zoned out.
Yep.
You zoned out, defying gravity.
No,
That
it's part
is the
two.
last
No.
song.
No,
she's
it's not.
talking
That's the last
about
one.
Day
That's like the
What?
intermission.
Broadway.
That's
I
Act
have watched.
One.
I was gonna
thought
say
you were
I have
talking about
watched
the
Wicked.
movie. I thought you were talking about the movie. The movie.
No, I'm
is
talking
the
about
part.
the actual Barbie musical because I have
Okay,
seen
sorry.
the musical.
You almost had me losing my mind for a second. Okay.
No, I promise
that's
you, I did
quite
not
But
sleep
also,
through
they
Defying Gravity.
changed it. They changed Defying Gravity to be at the end. Why?
No,
Why would they do
They
that?
separated it into
Yeah.
two parts.
Two parts.
Wicked. The Wicked movie has only done Act 1, so it does end with Defying Gravity. It's a part 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes more sense to me now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, like the last
No.
song they did of the Barbie
I'm
musical.
glad I didn't go into this movie
and
thinking it was
Act
going to be the whole
two.
thing.
I zoned out, but also it's part because I was a kid who's still trying to understand their autism and stuff like that, and Party did not exactly have good attention span back then.
Okay.
If you think about it. But like I was like zoning out, just like I was listening to the song, being like, "Oh yeah, this is good."
So maybe I'm not neurotypical.
Wow, I hear you all. But like,
Maybe I'm defying attention span.
I hate you all.
And you can't make me sit.
But then also, okay, another like, okay, I also did not like Encanto. I just
I didn't
realized
either.
I did not like the music at all. It's
Also,
just
that also had Lin-Manuel Miranda helping out with that one. I'm sensing a theme here.
okay. Hot
I
take. I
suppose,
think
yeah.
hot take. I think he's overrated.
I knew it.
Okay.
I knew you didn't like him. I literally just predicted that.
Okay, here's it. I liked him.
Speaking of predictions, sorry to derail you a second, Kanebi. Speaking of predictions, I'm talking about Encanto here. I remember like watching that movie, and I predicted everything that was going to happen. I still enjoyed it, but I predicted like every plot point, and I remember like afterwards listening to people's like discussions about like the certain things that were going on. They were like,
Who saw
"Well,
that
I thought
coming?"
I thought this was going to happen." It's like, hello. That people are like, "Oh yeah, I didn't. I thought that Bruno was going to be a villain." It's like, really? Did you actually? Did you listen to what they were saying about him? Like, what did he actually do in that situation? It's like Silas in like the Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Well,
What did he actually do?
Silas, but the only difference is that Silas just needs to die, you know?
But here's the thing.
Bruno's passable, but Silas, oh, he's got to go.
Here's the thing. When the trailer of Kingdom
all
came out,
very-
something like that, and they were like talking about, oh, we don't talk about Bruno, whatever. I generally thought they were going to make him
a bad guy. Because I was like, honestly, I'm like, oh, are we going to have a bad guy? No, it's just some random nice guy. And I'm like,
Oh,
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I don't tend to watch trailers in general, so I went in like, I went in like with like I knew I knew that Mirabelle was basically like Deku in like CGI form. I knew that
oh
much.
my god, I hate. Okay.
I knew that much, but nothing else. So like I took in like the clues of We Don't Talk About Bruno from the song itself, and like the way they were discussing him, they were talking about him. It's like, of course, okay, this definitely, based on what I know about this family already, they've definitely just like shunned this guy, unfairly so, because of his powers. Like that's what they didn't seem to value. It seems like it defines a lot about you. Of course, it's going to be like a misunderstanding thing. It mirrors Mirabelle's story, so obviously he's going to appear later and help her out. Duh.
love the animation, love the music, hate the plot so much.
Yeah, no. Like, I do like the animation and stuff like that. I just don't really like the plot. And, like, the animation is good, too. It's just, like, it's just, like, sometimes the music, I just have a hard time listening because it's, like, it felt, I don't know, not generic. It just felt like there was something missing to them or something like that. And so, just in my honest opinion, so. But here's the thing. It's not that I do not like Moana at all. Like, I do like him as Hermes in like the Percy Jackson series. But when it comes to
So,
like
I thought you said Moana for a second there.
So did I. You're speaking too fast, man. I didn't hear the
Sorry.
Lin nor the Manuel.
Sorry, Manuel. Sorry,
How
him.
about Lin?
Okay, Lin. Fine.
You're
Lin.
almost there.
Okay, for Lin. What I was trying to say for Lin. Like, I did like him as Hermes. I like Lin as.
Manuel Miranda. It's not Lin, not Manuel Miranda, or just.
I
Miranda.
just
all
want to
three.
give him a nickname so I can pronounce it easier.
Too bad.
How about LMM?
Sure, whatever. Anyways, I was trying to say, like, I did like him as Hermes in the Percy Jackson series. I think they could have done better with like the character wise, but I thought he fitted well for that character. But like when it comes to like his, but like his music or whatever, I just have a hard time listening. Like actually, matter of fact, he did the songs for Mufasa, and they were terrible. Like the villain song. Oh my god. Okay, this is a sort of
Spoil it. I want to see it.
no, like his villain song is just suck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dang.
CGI Lion King properties just can't get villain songs right, apparently.
No, they can't.
No, they cannot. I thought it was
Okay,
gonna be
you know
so
what?
dark and sinister.
They should have got me. They should have got me for it. Clearly, I knew how to bring
Move
Be
out of the
Prepared
way,
to
Lin
life.
Manuel Miranda. Jacob Butter has entered the chat.
For context, I'm referring to a video that Bon has seen that's unlisted on my channel, which is me doing a cover of Be Prepared that Bon enjoyed. That's why I was saying that.
Oh my god.
I enjoyed the screenshots I took from that video, and also
Be Prepared. But like Be Prepared was such a good song, and they flopped it.
Yeah.
Like
Jacob is like, the perfect amount of British for Be Prepared.
Wait a minute, which song was the villain song in Mufasa? I'm pulling up the soundtrack right now.
I don't know, the one that's sung by the villain, I assume.
it's basically Bye Bye. I don't know
Go
what
loud,
song?
baby. Bye, 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 bye,
I
bye.
was just thinking that you said.
What is this, Deadpool?
So yeah. That's the only other
He's
thing
also
I-
not a
I
hero.
would love for a villain to have that as their theme.
Yeah, no, like I thought it was gonna be so dark and sinister when he starts singing, and then when he goes bye bye, I'm just like, so you're making him a ridiculous villain when he's supposed to be dark and evil? Like, come on, I like this evil lion. Oh my god, no, you just made him ridiculous.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I'm just
The
curious,
sun
KW,
has
what were
gone
your thoughts
dead
when,
and oh, must I? Why did you pull sound of music of everything?
I don't know, but I'm thinking of other songs that have goodbye. Oh wait, I've got a good one. Goodbye to the people who've hated on me. Goodbye to the people who've loved me. Goodbye to the people who've trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody.
Wait,
I don't know
I
that
will
one.
get back to your question, Johnny, but not Trey, sorry. Ghost Kitty, you're saying no, you're messing with me, right? He did not make the music for Wish. Who made the music for
Really?
Wish?
Dang, that's a
AI.
flop. Hi, Josh. Yeah, AI. Yeah.
No, it says Julia Michaels is the one who made the music.
Yeah, Julia Michaels.
Alan Smithy.
Which sounds so AI.
ChatGPT.
So AI. But anyway, what's your
Yeah,
question,
if
Johnny?
people don't know,
I was
Alan
gonna say,
Smithy.
how did you react when it was announced that Lin-Manuel wasn't gonna return to make the music for Moana 2?
I thought, well,
It was like, oh no.
like I said to Tree Pot, like I said to Tree Pot, that's red flags. I'm sorry, if you don't have the original production,
Flags. Wow.
here's the
That was
if you
Tom
don't have
Hardy.
the original production team like at all to create something. Now sometimes they have someone like the old casting members, stuff like that, or production team or whatever may pass away and stuff like that. But I feel like if you still have got the most of the production team who were there from the beginning and can see the project in their eyes, stuff like that, I'd still be okay. But the fact that they didn't have the original production team, and the fact that Mulan 2 was supposed to be a TV series and decided to rush this movie, I was like, are you kidding me?
Again, loved the animation style in the trailer, but I just heard from a lot of different reviews that it just is not doing well because the story is apparently not very good either.
It's everywhere. And the fact that, like, there's supposed to be a villain, but you barely see her at all in this movie.
Okay, don't spoil it.
I haven't seen it, but
I
that's
haven't
a
seen it either.
So how do you know that?
Disney seems
because
to
I
be,
watch
Disney,
reviews. I watch
Oh,
people's reviews and reactions, and
Disney in general seem to be moving away from
Yeah.
villains, which is what kind of gave them like a lot of it, well, except for in Descendants, because obviously that's like part of the whole thing.
oh
Tell
my
you
god.
what,
Oh,
minus Inside Out 2, Disney seems to be moving away from success, I'll be honest.
I didn't
Yeah.
really care for Inside Out 2. Like, not gonna lie.
KW knows my
that one
very
stinks.
KW knows my very personal gripe with Descendants 4.
Oh my god, Descendants 4. Oh, okay.
I have a very like specific complaint that like probably only I care about, like, you know, which is that unlike the other films, because I guess they don't have to do this legally for, you know, releases on streaming services. They didn't actually translate any of the songs because I watched it like on Disney Channel when I was in Spain, which of course meant that the dialogue was in Spanish, but all the songs were in English, including all the speaking portions, and I don't think there were subtitles. I think them it's like my TV didn't have subtitles for that specific movie. So the fact is that I can personally test this now. The average, like, you know, Spanish teenager is not going to be able to follow along with that, and that is a massive issue.
No, but like,
So that's my personal gripe with the movie. Everything else I understand, but like that's what
not
got
allowed
me.
to have any Spanish-speaking viewers.
my gripes with this. Okay, so like I get like, here's the thing. Like I know Aiden has issues with this, but I also question the fact if he actually seen the movies or not, because the fact that he said he had issues with zombies
Oh, yeah, I
is like,
remember this.
well, the girl is trying to be a zombie, and I'm like, did you watch the movie at all? He's like, no, and I'm like, then you can't really say anything. And like, sure, I could say the same thing for the Fight for Moana 2, but it's like, I gotta see like reactions and stuff like that, and looking at the reviews stuff like that to see if I wanted to see it or not, because I did actually like Moana and the music. Like,
Okay, I guess there's
So-
always one exception to the rule.
yeah, and so, but the fact that like saying, yeah, it felt really short, it fell and stuff like that, I was like, okay, then I'm not gonna see it. And with Inside Out 2, the reason why I didn't really care for Inside Out 2 is that with Inside Out 1, I got really emotional with the movie, and I don't think I can do it again for Inside Out 2. Like, I don't want to get that emotional again.
That just immediately defaults
that a
to I
good
don't
thing?
like it?
There's no, I didn't say I didn't like Inside Out 2. It's more of like I don't really want to go and see it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really care going and seeing it, if that makes sense.
It does not.
Like, I don't want to see it.
How
But
come?
like, because I got emotional with the first one, and then after seeing it, the first one so many times, I just like,
Oh.
it's just, I
You
see it
didn't,
too.
you didn't want to go see it because you didn't want to get emotional. By the way, you're
Yeah.
also being hypocritical because you were calling out Aiden for dissing a movie he hadn't seen, and now you're dissing a movie you haven't seen.
I'm not just saying it's on it too. I said I just don't want to see it.
You said
I
you didn't
just-
care for it.
That was
Yeah.
Descendants 4, I think.
Oh yeah? Okay, never mind.
I may say I didn't care for it. I just meant like I didn't care for it as in like it's one of those movies like I have to see it. It's not like a must see movie, if that makes sense.
In my opinion, I feel like it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll probably destroy you in theaters. It destroyed me in theaters.
Yeah.
Especially in a very specific scene. It really hit close to home for me, which is what broke me.
Yeah. And also, I think it's just make a fact because I found that Bill Hader didn't return for the Role of Fear, which I'm like, no, I like Bill Hader, so that kind of ruins it for me just a little bit.
Man, your movie watching like checklist is so specific and strange. I just go and watch movies.
Yeah, I will say for the Miraculous London special, it caught me very off guard that Jesus Barrera was not voicing Adrian anymore. I was like, oh wow, he was that I am like unlike
Yeah.
Laura Pastor taking over from Guillermo Albuquerque in season 1 for Marionettes, like that season 2, I mean, that was like almost seamless. Like I can tell the difference now because I've listened to the both voices like so much. But yeah, like the difference between whoever the new guys and Jesus Barrera is night and day. So
Yeah.
or
but
maybe they wouldn't have to like overdub his singing so much anymore because that was hilariously blatant.
But like for
Whenever Adrian Cat Noir sings, it doesn't sound like him remotely in the Spanish dub.
but like with the music for like Sins
I've
4,
stuff like that.
I'm just going back to Sins 4, but like the Sins 4, when I listened to the music for the Sins 4, I was like, this has to be AI.
Call us gelatin.
Oh my god. I was like, who made that? Oh!
I love that. So funny.
And then also, and what's her name in the movie?
I never watched the movie. That's all I know from it, and that told me everything I
wait,
need
wait.
to know.
Well, I've seen the movie, so KW
The daughter of Cinderella. What's her name?
Oh, Chloe.
Okay, Chloe. I'm sorry, but how many times did she change her hair? And how many times her
Yes.
hair went from
It was
different shades
also
of
made a
blue?
meme on social media.
Why? And like the costumes look so cheap, and then like if you like watch the movie, you can tell how bad like the CGI was and stuff like that. It's like it was not even close to like what Descendants was. And then I learned that the original production team who made like the first 3 films and stuff, did not come back for this 4th film. This is completely new people who did not like also like the plot.
That is also not surprising.
Oh my god, the plot. Oh my god, there's so many plot holes. Like I was like trying to suffer through it, and I just couldn't. I was like, no, I am done.
Hold on, is there a pitch meetings for this? Because I mean, if not, there needs to be. But I feel like that should
In
be.
on those. Love to be a fly on that wall.
So this is
We should make a song all about a ship name about Jasmine and Aladdin.
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
No, I
got
mean-
it. Gelatin. Oh,
No,
I'm
I mean,
so
like-
sorry.
I mean specifically like pitch meetings, the Screen Rant series starring Ryan George.
Very specific. Holy cow. By the way, Ghost Kitty says, I haven't seen Descendants 4, but I do like the song Red.
Okay.
I no, I
Johnny
hate
agrees.
it. I hate it. It's that one is the most AI song. It is
Oh.
definitely the most AI song.
Yeah,
No,
if it weren't for the fact that all the speaking involved in it was that seems like a more complicated step, even if it was a misguided one,
Hold on.
then I would possibly be siding with you on this one as far as the AS stuff goes.
Hold on, let's see. Okay, here we go. Set it off. Go berserk. Tonight I light up like fireworks. Burn it down till there's now seeing red. There's. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay. I'm a rebel. I'm a menace. I'm a one girl riot. Yeah. Slipping through the shadows like I'm ultraviolet.
You're speaking too fast.
Okay. I'm a rebel. I'm a menace. I am one girl riot. Yeah. Slipping through the shadows like I'm ultraviolet. Yeah. Hearts on the walls. but no love in these streets. Appetite for discretion. A girl's gotta eat. How are these good lyrics?
I mean, they're bad by Disney standards, but I've definitely heard similar.
You know what? Let
having
Ghost
critiqued
Kitty.
songs in the
Maybe
past,
maybe
but yeah.
Ghost Kitty doesn't like it for the lyrics. Ghost Kitty, why don't you explain why you like Red instead of us just dissing on it for no reason? We don't know why you like it.
I mean, if you like the beat, okay, I will give you that.
I once did
But,
like a whole presentation on like the importance of lyrics when it comes to judging songs and how those being overlooked has allowed for like a lot of sloppiness. This before AI, this is like 2018.
oh my god,
Like I've a horse in this race. I think that's the expression.
I tried watching an interesting video by someone talking about like why these songs from Husband Hotel aren't good, I guess because they study like music and stuff like that. But they were shouting so much and going on a rampant. Like I could not understand anything they were trying to say because I'm like, girl.
So essentially, you right now.
That sounds familiar.
At least I've gotten better. I'm trying to do better.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But okay, she's worse than me. It's literally she's worse than me.
Yeah.
I feel like
This also comes into like a lot of this reminds me like a lot of people who complain about Harry Potter and say it doesn't make sense. A lot of them like get really angry about it as well, and you can also very clearly tell they've only watched the movies, so of course it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I have read the books, and there are some parts where I'm like, okay, this is a little bit confusing, but it's
You
not
also
because
read them like very quickly and like in one go, which I would not have recommended if I'd known that's how you want to approach them.
no, okay, no, that's not with Harry Potter. Harry Potter was like what fun I can remember.
Ghost Kitty says, I like beat. The beat makes me enjoy the lyrics more. If the beat wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to listen to the lyrics. Okay, so lyrics are definitely not the reason why she likes it.
It's the beat.
It's the beat.
Okay. For me, it has to be like the lyrics and the beat. If they don't mix well at all, then it's just my personal preference, you know.
This is actually is very similar to the reason I started writing parodies, actually, because Gangnam Style was stuck in my head, and the only part I could understand was the words "Hey, sexy lady," and 12-year-old me was a massive prude, and so I was like, okay, I need to think of a different. I need to like have a different association in my mind, so I'm going to make one for myself, and that was the origin story, so I can understand.
What a massive origin story! I need to get this song out of my head, so I'm teaching myself how to write music.
Yeah,
Wow.
see, sometimes not even to write music, to write lyrics, but yeah, because the writing music part is still a work in progress.
Yeah, that's why I like
Amen.
like
So
various
hard.
various music because like if I like the lyrics and the beat, then like yeah, good, you know. But if it doesn't like mesh well, like for example Red, where it sounds to me too much AI, then I'm not gonna like it. It's like like I said, like Descendants 4 Rise of Red is just not generally a good movie. Like it's just not. Like I couldn't get into like the story or the characters. Like they felt so bland, so off and weird. I couldn't get into it at all. And when people are like, "Oh, just move on," you're just mad and you just don't like Descendants 4 because Cameron Boyce is not in it. And I'm like,
Most of the other like Descendants aren't in it either.
Yeah, I feel like the only one from the original trilogy that came back was
Uma?
Very Godmother and China and McClane.
what? I was
keep
like,
forgetting that's her actual. Keep forgetting that's her actual name. See, with that actress specifically, I have like a very like I don't know why, but for some reason like whenever I thought of like her name, I actually always thought of like China Parks, like the character, like that I first saw her play, and like I thought for years in my head, like every time I saw it, it's like, oh yes, okay, that's I know who she is, but like, what was her actual name? It's like one of those things.
yeah. But
But it was
no,
only her.
Jacobs,
It was only
kind of
her.
on that topic, and have you ever had like from bilingual to bilingual?
Oh
have
no.
have you ever had a word that you knew in one language but completely forgot what it was in the other?
Yeah, like I still have that happen sometimes. I've had that happen on camera to me with words that I don't know in English that I say in Spanish.
I haven't seen that on stream, but that happens like really often with me. It's
Oh
like
wow.
not even funny.
For me,
I
it's a very rare occasion, but I do get that sometimes.
I
Yeah, but
forgot what a robin was called in English. I kept calling it rouge gorge. Ilian
Uh,
rouge gorge là-bas, qu'est-ce que c'est le mot en anglais?
yeah, but anyways, I'm just gonna say that when people are like, "Oh, you're just upset because Kemper Boys is not in it. Just move on. He's dead." And I'm like,
Oh,
I mean, that's definitely not the way of phrasing it.
right,
well,
and I'm
that's
just
really
like,
the Majesty approach. Juliet's dead. Move on.
No, that is what Asuna did to Kirito. It's sort of like abridged, which was meant to be a manipulation tactic.
Okay.
That was intentionally bad.
I'm starting
Right.
to understand Ghost Kitty's perspective now. Ghost Kitty says, also I have my own story inspired by Alice in Wonderland called Little Rabbit. And every time I listen to Red, I picture it as my version of the Cheshire Cat, who's a criminal. So that makes more sense. You like
Yeah,
that
that's-
song because you like to associate it with your series.
Yeah.
Very, very, very common thing to do. I do it with almost every song I listen to on my playlist. I need help. Anyway.
I mean, I found like random songs that make sense from like Misfits and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, okay, this is good. You know.
Like the amount of songs that I hear for the first time and then I immediately imagine as Nathaniel parodies.
Right?
It's again-
See, Ghost Kitty, you are not at all the only one who does that.
No, like what's
Like, I recently heard Ghost by Ava Max for the first time.
Oh.
The song that goes, yeah, everywhere I go, I'm haunted by a ghost. And I thought for some was like, okay, if I change the word ghost to gnome, I can make that Nathaniel's Fear song and never know what to write for him.
right. But like that's why I played the song Hey Love 2 by My Mother, because like that's how Misfits came to be, at least for me and Alexander, because I was just listening at one point and I just started imagining, ooh, sibling rivalry, ooh, there's a story right there, stuff like that. And I'm like,
Right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
Ghost Kitty,
I think-
I'm starting to understand why you like Red now. You're just associating it with your own stuff, and that's
Yeah.
completely normal.
that's fine. That's
You know,
that's valid.
Yeah. Go back to what I said before about like having like almost documented like half of my life on YouTube. I actually have spent half of my life writing parodies, and that's why that's what like the whole like where thing now just comes from the fact that it is like second nature to me. I've told the story before, but like one time I was just just like shopping with my mum, and and at some point we just like we were splitting up the list. So it was like, okay, you go ahead and look for and look for like a beanie cheese, please. And in my head immediately I went beanie cheese with my
Not my
mother.
love.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was more
God.
complicated than that. Yeah, there's
Oh,
two
yeah.
layers to it.
But anyways, but it was the last thing I'm gonna say. It's like, no, it's not because Cameron's Boys is dead or anything. I just felt like they could have done so much better, or maybe turn it into like a series or something, like a spin-off series, like see the world of Alice in Wonderland and have like a new story to tell and stuff like that, without like linking to like Dawn or anything like that. But the fact that you're trying to make it a direct sequel to the original trilogy and stuff like that, where there's nothing to continue anyways, I don't know. I just feel like it had potential. I will admit it had potential.
I can see the logic of having like, you know, a new class and having that be like the people who continue. I think actually if Winx Club had done that, they probably would have like, you know, been better received in the later in editions than bring back the same cast again. But yeah, the way that it's all about execution, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so like I tried to get into it because I was really into just and stuff like that. But every time I watch like the trailers and then actually try watching the movie and just decide to watch someone else reacting to it, stuff like that, just because I couldn't get into the movie, it breaks my heart that was like the final product of like a really good trilogy, at least in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying it's like the best trilogy. I just really like the trilogy. Like, I really like the music and the story. I really like the
Yeah.
concept.
You know what? I can definitely relate to that too. That was kind of my experience with Toy Story. Loved the first 3 movies, despised
Yeah.
the fourth one.
Oh
not make it
my
happen.
god! Thank God! Thank God! I thought I was the only one who did not like Toy Story 4.
Despised it.
And now they're freaking making Toy Story 5?
They are? Oh my god.
That was
Bury
announced on
it.
D23.
Bury it!
Yeah.
It's gone! It's over, Pixar!
It's just a cash grab now, which breaks my heart.
But yeah, same experience with Toy Story.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Toy Story. Like, actually, Toy Story 3 made me emotional when I thought they were all going to
you
die.
must have hated it. It made you emotional. You hate movies that make you emotional.
That one makes me good emotional. It's not only me like I had a bad emotional because like it reminded me my bad thoughts and stuff like that, and I did not like that one
I have
bit.
a hard time believing that. Sorry, wait. First of all, everyone's seen Toy Story 3 here?
Yes.
I have, yes.
Too bad for those who haven't seen it because you've waited long. Like it's been out for long enough.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a story about this as well.
I have a hard time believing that you felt
go ahead
good
first.
emotional when you watched all the toys hold hands while they just accepted their fate to get burnt to death.
Well, not good emotional, like oh good, they're gonna die and stuff like that. I just meant like
Well, I mean, that would have been the end of the trilogy, right? They couldn't have made more after.
right. No, what I mean is that like
Over, gentlemen. Been a pleasure.
it made me
It's
believe that they were going to
over.
die, and that was really well done. If that makes sense, because I thought that was going to be the end, but then they were saving stuff like that, and I was like, oh okay, and now I can watch it, feeling not having those emotions again because like I know they're going to live, if that makes sense. With Inside Out, with Riley's thoughts and stuff like that, you know, going down this like path of road, like it made me feel those emotions again too because I had similar thoughts or had like bad thoughts stuff like that, like wanting to like run away and stuff like hating
Like we all did.
changes.
This
And
place
change-
sucks. I'm running away. Wait, we're having pizza tonight. Never mind. I'm running away tomorrow.
Why
right,
do
but
you
it
sound
was
like Morty?
I don't know who that is.
Morty Smith from Rick and Morty.
I haven't watched the show. My mistake.
me,
Oh, fair enough then.
either. Yeah, but like
That was
so,
totally me. This place is
Yeah.
the worst. I'm leaving.
right, and so I just didn't like having those thoughts against stuff like that. So I tried to stay away from Inside Out as much as possible. And when I heard he made Inside Out 2, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm probably not going to see it, but I think everyone will be happy to hear there was going to be a second film. Oh, you're making it into a series? Okay, cool, whatever. I'm probably not gonna watch it, but like, I think people will like it. It's cool, whatever.
Oh look, they're doing comics now. Yeah,
Whatever.
Okay, yeah, of course.
La, la. Doesn't matter. La la la. Oh well. La la la.
Right. And so I just, you know, so
Anyway.
like, I just have a hard time watching Inside Out. You know,
Alright, no worries. I'm
Yeah,
like,
listen.
I'm not going to pressure you on that when it comes to, especially when it comes to Pokemon.
thank
Do
the
that.
Lord. Oh
Jacob,
my
What's your
God.
story? What's your funny story?
Yes,
you have
please
Oh,
share us a funny
Give me a
story.
Toy Story.
So you know, when Toy Story 3 came out, that was actually I was also living in Spain at the time. Watched it in cinemas, and you know, again because it's a movie, unlike Descendants 4, it did have translated songs, and if it weren't for the fact that I actually stayed for the end credits and looked and actually read the end credits, I wouldn't have known that the reprise of "You've Got a Friend in Me" was credited as a Spanish version, because to me both of them were the Spanish version. There was no difference. I didn't know. I wouldn't have known. If there was like
Spanish version?
yeah, it's like you mean
yeah.
the version that we
I
heard.
guess I forgot. Wait a second. So, did you watch like the Spanish dub of Toy Story in theaters?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
the version that
so
plays
there's,
in
like,
Spanish theaters.
In the English version, there's like a gag about Buzz going Spanish.
Right?
So what
What
did
did
they do instead? Did they turn him English?
No, they kept the characterization of him, but they just kept him as Spanish. I didn't.
What?
They kept him speaking Spanish.
Man, That really
Sometimes-
ruins it
some-
for me.
Sometimes they do change these things. Like sometimes, like Dora the Explorer in Spanish actually teaches you English instead. Like sometimes they do make a variation, but I think in that situation, I guess they just thought it
Yeah, well,
wasn't
it's not like they
necessary.
could have changed the animation for each dub, right? Because
It was
like
it was
the,
kind of
the
it was kind of like the lady. There's a kind of like Simon in Chipwrecked. If you've seen the third Alvin the Chipmunks movie.
believe it or not, I have seen that movie.
So it was basically like that. He had like a bit of like more of like a Latin American accent in comparison to his regular like Castilian
That's
accent. From
bizarre.
yeah, but that was basically
like,
the change.
Yeah, it's not like they could have redone the animation because the thing about the Spanish segment of it is that it was making itself very well known that it was meant to be a play on Spanish stuff. Like it had a lot of flamenco
Yeah.
music in it and stuff, and it was very clearly meant to be like intended
Yeah.
to be Spanish. So it's not like they could have changed everything.
Yeah, and of course, you know, in Spain people are more used to flamenco in general.
My Ghost Kitty says, I'm still working on Little Rabbit, but so far it's set in a modern world where the Queen of Hearts is a mafia leader.
Oh boy, you're speaking KW's language.
Cheshire Cat.
Is the main character? Does the main character have white hair and is a loner, and her parents are dead?
See if Red from Descendants 4 had white hair. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a
Wait,
joke.
what character who has that backstory?
Literally all of them.
What?
No, we have
Carol
talked about
doesn't
this.
have a dead parent. Carol doesn't have
KW.
dead parents.
KW, we have talked about the similarities versus differences aesthetically and narratively of a lot of your characters. Like, yes, some of them there's almost like a spectrum of like where they land on like certain traits. And yeah, not all of them have like
Anyways.
white hair or dead parents, but you know, there's like
Cheshire
combinations.
Cat. Cheshire Cat is a thief, and the main character is named Allie, who kind of takes on the role of Alice, where her dad in this world's version of Viva, who is a detective investigating Cheshire.
You missed the part about Cheshire Cat is a thief, a cat.
I
burglar,
read that!
If you a cat burglar, if you will. That's funny.
But yeah, whenever I think of Cheshire, I now just think of like Dr. Ruin's like actual real name.
Oh yeah. There's a third name for Dr. Ruin. Is that his first name?
Yeah, that was his birth name. Yeah.
Do you say Cheshire or Cheshire?
Well, they call him Cheshire, so yeah.
But in general, if you're talking about the cat, would you call it Cheshire
I
or
think-
Cheshire?
I think I used to say Cheshire, and then I changed to Cheshire after watching Super
I
Pups
don't
or
know.
maybe before.
I fell into the habit of saying Cheshire. I don't know why. The
I
white
mean,
rabbit
Cheshire
isn't
would
a
also
rabbit.
make
In,
sense given the origin.
the
I
white
think I-
rabbit isn't a rabbit in this world, though. He's a human, but his police force's symbol is a little white rabbit, and he's called Mr. White. And Allie and Mr. White will have white hair. Now you're really speaking KW's language. White-haired protagonist.
Not all my characters have white
Mafia
hair.
boss.
Not all my main characters have white
KW,
hair.
you sure you didn't write this?
Oh, God.
White hair, a hand-me-down backstory. You must be a KW character.
Whoa! Shots fired. Fired.
Oh my God.
I feel like I've asked this before, Jacob, but your character has green eyes and you're on a green screen.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
He masking it. Remember, he said he's gonna mask it and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like, I can like briefly demonstrate that now. Yeah, like what I would do is like go into this section here. Essentially, if I can zoom in again at a keyboard shortcut, if I can't for my mouse, but I would zoom in, and I would just like go for like this section. Oh, I would duplicate the track first, so that way you can like see the eyes, but then I just resize it around the eyes. And if this was like a separate like duplicated layer, then that this would show up over the top of it, and
Oh
then
my
people
god,
would be
so
none the
you have
wiser.
to have an extra layer for all the poses that change. Oh my god.
Oh no. That part's actually super easy, bare inconvenience. So what I do is basically once I've like I've completed all of them, I just basically go to duplicate track and it does it for me. It's that easy.
Why
The only thing it affects is processing time, but I have an NVIDIA graphics card now, so that's just not a thing at all.
Right,
So.
I just realized you have been streaming almost 3 hours. I mean, it's 2 hours and 48 minutes as of right now. How much longer are you going to stream?
Well,
I
we've
was
been
about
very
to say,
like
I'm just gonna make myself dinner, so I gotta go. So
Bye bye,
I
Johnny.
mean- Okay, to answer the question, we've been like wrapped in conversation, so whenever the conversation then naturally fades, we run out of stuff to talk about. I mean, there are plenty of movies that we can moan about, so that we can just continue to keep this going.
Guys, check out Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Or we can talk about movies that we've enjoyed in this case, but yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, my hyperfixation on Sonic the Hedgehog is going crazy, so.
Understandable. That's partly why I pitched that you'd be good for a Sonic campaign.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely haven't read it. Because like Tripo says something about like, well, I don't know how to enjoy the other two. And like, trust me, this third film is better than the other two films. Like everyone is praising how good it is and how better it is than the previous two films. Like,
oh yeah, actually, I watched the first Sonic film very recently because I found out that a lot of Sonic stuff. I found a lot of Sonic stuff was actually about to leave Netflix. To conclude the story, VPNs are one heck of a thing. I found this out because I thought I saw Sonic Boom was also going to leave, so I rewatched all of that and I was like, hang on a second, I remember other scenes in this, I don't remember being mentioned in here. Why did I not see any of these in the episodes? I then switched over to the US. Oh, that's right, I've missed out half the show because only one season's on here. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we can wrap it up here. We've like you said, we've been going on for long enough. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining this, and I suppose we'll do one of these soon again. It depends how long my aunt is staying for, I guess. So please leave a like.
Will you be streaming on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or anything like that, or should we be wishing everybody their Merry Christmases right now?
We can do that anyway. I might try and release an AFMAO parody tomorrow if I can actually manage that. Again, audio processing I've got it on my own, so it depends on whether or not I have the time. Today was Christmas shopping, so I was which by the way I did not want to leave until this late. It's just I was specifically requested not to buy presents people while I was still in Spain. Don't know why, but that meant I had to do it today. So if I manage to finish off the audio processing, then I will be posting that tomorrow, I think, on the 1 year anniversary of the Kawaii-chan parody, actually.
Oh,
that might be my video for tomorrow. If not, I might do some form of stream. It depends. But yeah, for now,
Merry Christmas ?
Exactly.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Happy
See you
holidays.
guys next time. Leave a like or dislike because you're paying bangers.
Do you want me to do it? I can do it.
Nope.
All right, I'm English now. Oh wait, no, never mind. I can't compete with Chuckles. I immediately wave my white flag. Take it away, Chuckles.
Merry Christmas to all, and a Happy New Year. I mean, Decemberine and Yuletide. What is
Chuckles,
Christmas? I
you
don't
sound a
actually
little
know.
sick.
Chuckles, get some lemon tea.
This physical form comes with a few drawbacks, but 'tis the season, so I am merry regardless. Anyways, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe if you've done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.